Sports presentation. It's time for North Platte High basketball from FM 98.1 and AM 1410. Brought to you in part by Shelter Insurance. The Shelter Insurance guys, Pete Foles and Brent Rogo. Dave's Place and CT Troubleshooters. Another round in River's Edge Golf Course. Premier Toyota and Sandhills State Bank. And also brought to you by Larry's Glass, the D&N Event Center, Great Plains Health, and Great Plains Home Care, Larry's RV, Bill Summers Ford Lincoln Honda Nissan, the North Platte Public Schools, Willow Creek Embroidery, Quick Stop Convenience Stores, and Runs Up. Video coverage brought to you by Allo Communications. It's time to join the voice of the Dogs courtside with Paxton Gordon.
Welcome in, everybody, here to the Doghouse for some more high school basketball that's going on here today. The Bulldogs taking on Lincoln Pius in some competition. I'm joined, though, once again here for our pregame interview with head coach Jimmy Pack of the boys team. Coach, thank you for stopping on by, and happy Friday to you. You know, it kind of feels like the week has already swung. Oh, well, I mean, the week has swung by, but it seems faster than usual with that weird kind of one-day break in the holidays. So, how are you feeling here today on this wonderful Friday?
Feel good, you know, another week off from school, so we don't start up till Monday. So, you know, we've got a lot of work done this week between the game Monday, and we got in here for Tuesday, got in here for a few good practices to get ready for tonight's game, so I'm feeling good. You
know, as you said, got a few good practices, you know, falling to Kearney last time out, 91-53. You know, after you guys were able to sit down and, you know, decompress and digest that game, you know, we talked a lot about it, but what are some of the other things you kind of took away, you know, from that game, finally getting able to actually see some film and kind of run through some more things during practice?
Right. It wasn't the easiest film to watch, I'll be honest with you. I had to battle through that one, but even some of the guys, you know, they've got the Huddle app on their phones and their computers, and some of them came in and said, you know, you don't realize in the moment, but once you watch it back, you realize some of those unforced mistakes that you make, and then they kind of snowballed on us, and, you know, maybe letting their not intensity, but their pressure get to us, and then even when we would break it, we were still probably going a little faster than we were comfortable with. So, you know, we've just got to adjust, and hopefully, you know, that's a learning lesson that we figured out that night.
You know, and it feels like every single game is just a building block forward. You know, of course, when lots of people just look at the scorecard either because they just can't make it or be able to see it in person, and they'll see those types of games like the Grand Island game, and then this game specifically against Kearney, where they just see, wow, man, 91-53, horrible game overall. But I felt like, again, that was such a big step forward in, you know, the next progression of this team, because the Grand Island game looked really rough tape-wise probably, and then this game against Kearney, even though the score wasn't in your favor, I think the team took a good step forward, and then now here against Lincoln Pius, another very well put-together Class A team, even though their record probably doesn't show them as one of the top Class A teams. Still lots of great team members on that Pius team. This looks like to be another game where your team's looking to take that next step forward up the ladder.
Yeah, you know, and like you said, nobody's ever going to look at a score like that and think that any progress is made. But, you know, I felt better after that game than I did after the Grand Island game, just of how hard we played, and they never backed down. You know, there's a few games where it felt like once they realized maybe victory was out of hand, they kind of bagged it, and you never want to see that. So the Kearney game, as I said that night, I was proud of them competing all the way to the end. You know, hopefully we can shore up some of those mistakes, and hopefully now that they've seen that and they understand the things we're implementing in practice are the things that we need to carry over to the game, and that, you know, we're not playing at the rec center. We can't just go out here and do whatever we want. You know, the lights are on, there's people in the crowd, there's refs, and there's a method to the madness.
You know, it never a time where they get that I want to say freedom, but that rec center feel. You know, here it's, you know, rec centers are competition, but here it's a whole nother level. Absolutely. You know, with it. So again, taking on Lincoln Pius, they sitting at 4-4 overall. Again, record not really showing how skilled this Pius team is. Another one of those teams that started young and has just slowly worked their way up the ladder to having a full roster, just experienced players. You know, it kind of feels almost like the same with you guys. You guys maybe have a sprinkle more of the youth on the team, but you know, after looking through some of their games, you know, what do you notice from this Pius team that they do so well?
They've played some really, really tough. You know, they've had a very tough schedule, so you know, you never go off somebody's record. They've got, probably one of the best big men in the state. He's about 6'9", 6'10". We've seen him since he was a freshman. I think he dunked on us 4 or 5 times in a JV game, so you never see that. They've got an outstanding shooter in Hum, and they're athletic. They drive. They're poised. They'll drive to the paint and do a great job kicking it out to their shooters in the corner. And then their big man, he just, he owns the paint. He'll crash, and he gets a lot of offensive rebounds. And, that's something we're just going to have to really be conscientious of getting low and boxing out. And, like I said, I don't think any of them grew 6 inches between Tuesday and tonight. So
be a Christmas miracle if they did.
We're gonna have to hit it on the boards. But they're a well-coached team. They always have been, and we're ready for the challenge.
Love to hear that. So, of course, before I let you go, you talked about or hinted at a little of the keys towards your game. But what else do you kind of have written down to, pick up a victory against a very, very strong team in Lincoln Pius?
I've really just been talking to guys about getting rid of the little things. To them, they think it's just a little thing. Oh, it's just a jump stop. It's just a box out. It's just grabbing a ball with 2 hands instead of 1. But then, when those things don't go your way, those little things, that's what I keep telling them. They add up on you awfully fast. So hopefully they're starting to see that and starting to understand that, sometimes the old coach knows a little something, maybe not everything, but has a few tricks about how to be successful at this game.
Love it. Well, Coach, thank you so much again for stopping on by. I'll see you at the conclusion here of tonight's games. Again, the boys' game will be after the conclusion here of the girls' game, which is just about to get underway here in about 5-6 minutes, so don't go anywhere. We come back more Quick Stop pregame show right here at FM 98.1, AM 1410, of course, video live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
Always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Save money at the pump at Quick Stop with the Dino Pay app. Dino Pay offers contactless payment using your preferred debit or credit card. The savings add up with 12 cents per gallon and even more on Tuesdays and Thursdays with rollbacks for savings of 15 cents per gallon. Huge savings. The Sinclair Dino Pay saving you at the pump. Don't forget Frazzle Gourmet Slushes and For Real Shakes and Smoothies. Gourmet coffee at everyday low prices on your favorite beers.
Quick Stop.
The North Platte Public Schools prepares all students to be productive, responsible citizens in a safe, caring, supporting learning environment with caring staff, engaging curriculum, clean facilities, and updated technology. You can rely on our schools giving your child the tools they need for a successful future. For more information, including enrollment and career opportunities, visit nppsd.org. North Platte Public Schools. Communicate, connect, commit.
This is the Bulldog Pregame Show from FM 98.1 and 1410 AM. Presented by Quick Stop. Always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Welcome back here to the Dog House. Quick Stop pregame show. 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop. Always open right around the corner. North Platte High School girls basketball just about to get underway as they'll be taking on the Bulldogs. The 4-3 Lincoln Pius Thunderbolts, again, who are 4-3, 2-1 in Class A district competition. North Platte currently sitting at 3-4, 2-2 in Class A district competition. Currently on a 2-game losing streak. Of course, falling to Columbus just before the Christmas break, and then falling to Kearney just a couple of days ago, 56-44. Of course, Pius on a 1-game losing streak here at the moment as they fell to Lincoln Northeast, 57-44. You know, for the Bulldogs here, we talked about a little bit, you know, in the post-game show last time out that just, you know, this team has fight so hard, and Clancy Brown, of course, coming away with almost 21 points in that contest. It just feels like they're oh so close to finding that one thing that pushes them over the top. Currently here on this 2-game losing streak at the moment. A lot of things have gone right and a lot of things have kind of faltered. You know, we talked about the defense being a huge part for this North Platte High School team. I still think it's probably one of the best it's been all season long, but we saw against that Kearney game how things started to spiral a little out of control as they gave up a plethora of threes. I must have some easy blown coverages, but really on maybe a couple of mistakes and timings that weren't right. You know, there was so many backdoor screen threes that the Bulldogs unfortunately just couldn't be able to rotate on quick enough that allowed Kearney to just take advantage of them, specifically in that second corner when the Bearcats just went on an unstoppable 9-0 run to start that third quarter and really just didn't look back from that time onward. So it's really on the Bulldogs to take that well-learned knowledge and kind of transition that here into this game, which we've seen so far this season. The Dogs have been a very, very good team at adapting to, I'm going to say a loss, but adapting to adversity, overcoming something that they probably haven't seen yet this season, and then are able to really overcome that said problem and make it really a strong suit. As we talk about, Bulldogs primarily are a man team when it comes to their defense, primarily run man-to-man defense, but last time out against Kearney decided they were going to run a 2-3 zone and, kind of show that the zone really wasn't in there at the moment, their repertoire of defensive adjustments. And as the game went on, it got better and better and better. But for Kearney, they took advantage of it quite early on, and then just from that point on, really never looked back from that excuse my good heavens, from that early advantage they got from the Bulldogs trying to adapt to this 2-3 zone that they were putting in effect for that game. But we'll have to see what they'll do today against, again, a very strong Lincoln Pius team that sits at 4-3 overall in the season compared to the Bulldogs, who are 3-4. So just flip-flop those records, and that is where we are sitting between these two teams. We are getting set and ready to rock and roll here at the National Anthem. That'll do it for our Quick Stop pregame show. 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop always open right around the corner. When we come back, we'll have more in our Double Dip Ice Creamery starting lineup here at FM 98.1 AM 1410. Of course, video live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
Here. And don't forget about those wrestlers. But where do we go to catch all the action? Dave's Place. Duh. Pizza, wings, cool drinks, and nightly dinner specials.
Made with fresh dough. Before, during, or after the game, stop by Dave's Place and bring the crew. Our family atmosphere can't be beat.
Dave's Place on East 4th Street in North Platte.
Dine in,
carry out, DoorDash,
or online at davesplacemp.com.
Whoop, whoop.
The DNN Event Center wishes everyone a great sports season. With North Platte and Nebraska weather, things change quickly and can make our lives a little more difficult. Thank goodness for the DNN. The DNN offers hourly rentals for all types of sports practices, including turf, courts, batting cages, and equipment usage. Call the DNN Event Center to schedule your team's practice times and for more league information for all sports seasons. For over 30 years in our community, for your next event, the DNN Event Center.
Great Plains Health Orthopedics in North Platte is ready to serve you with board-certified orthopedic surgeons and a team of medical professionals who specialize in hip, knee, and shoulder joint replacements and revisions, minor to complex hand injuries, sports medicine for both the serious athlete and the weekend warrior, new and innovative operative and non-operative procedures, and work-related injuries. Same-week appointments are available. Call Great Plains Health Orthopedics today.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
PuroClean of North Platte delivers fast water, mold, and fire damage restoration services to the North Platte area. PuroClean knows how challenging those times can be to you and to your family. Their Nebraska-based experts have a winning, reliable combination of training and equipment partnerships. Local, fast service in the North Platte area. Their average on-site time is 60 minutes, and they'll coordinate with your local insurance provider. Give PuroClean a call now at 1-800-775-7876 and schedule a visit from a member of the team at PuroClean in North Platte.
I'm Jared Remus with Jerry Remus Chevrolet of North Platte. The Bulldogs play here on FM 98.1 and 1410 AM KOOQ AM North Platte. We've got the keys to your new car.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse. It is time. North Platte High School taking on Lincoln Pius. How about our Double Dip Ice Creamery starting lineup? Double Dip Ice Creamery in the historic Canteen District in North Platte offers 24 plus different flavors of hand-dipped ice cream served in a variety of ways. Double Dips also offers homemade waffle cones, amples, alongside homemade fudge and freshly baked desserts. We'll start on the side of Lincoln Pius and the Thunderbolts. Bryn Civic will get the start today inside, Keely Knob, as well as Sarah Iberg alongside Katie Miller and Ellie Wells will get the start today. As for the side of North Platte High School, currently sits at 3-4 on the year. Clancy Brown, the senior, gets the start alongside Addison Ewing, the junior. Macy Freeze also gets the start. Freeze averaging 7.7 points per game. Ellie Blakely, the senior, gets the start once again here, 6.5 points per game. And then Avery Zern will get this nod once more. 4.5 points per game, 9.5 rebounds. I think that's going to be huge today for the Bulldogs if both Addison Ewing as well as Avery Zern can dominate the glass against Ellie Wells alongside Katie Miller and, of course, Sarah Iberg, I would say the predominant star of this Lincoln Pius team. If they're able to do so and win the rebound battle, North Platte in a good position in today's game to really take advantage. Of course, Clancy Brown, the leading scorer for North Platte, 11.3 points per game, 6.8 rebounds, and then 1.8 assists per game as well. How about we get ready and rocking and rolling here with some game time between North Platte High School and Lincoln Pius's. Jumps will be taken from Sarah Iberg alongside Addison Ewing as we are ready to rock and roll, and it's going to be one on the side of Lincoln Pius as up the court with it now. Taking advantage is Keely Nobe. Far side corner, it goes to Sevick. Now driving in goes Katie Miller, dishing it out. Wells into the lane, goes up for the shot. It rims in and out, tipped out of bounds. Ooh, I'm going to say last touch by Addison Ewing as Ellie Wells drives into the paint, almost drew the foul, but good Bulldog defense kept that from happening as now here comes an inbounds from the baseline for the Thunderbolts. Throwing it all the way out wide open. Cano for three. Oh, it's off the backboard. No good. Tipped. Rebounded there by Macy Freeze, and here she comes up the court with it with some speed, but she'll back down and let the offense reset up for North Platte High School to Clancy Brown, but it's stolen away by Knob again and up the court with it. Here she comes, and it's going to fall in for the first 2 points of today's. As Lincoln Pius now leads 2-0 today's contest to start this game off as Macy Freeze kicks it near side corner there to Ellie Blakely. As Blakely down to Zern on the baseline. She's looking for some help. We'll look to drive in. Civic, but no good. Now, here comes Macy Freeze with it. She'll dribble around the perimeter, pick her dribble up with Sarah Iberg guarding her. As Ellie Blakely into the lane, going up for her shot. It's short, tipped, and it's rebounded by Blakely. Her second chance effort, no good. Saved on there by Avery Zern, but picked up on the side by Kate Miller. Iberg, though, one-on-one up the court, and she'll get the bucket to fall. It's the first 2 points for Sarah Iberg. It's 4-0 in favor of Lincoln Pius to start today's contest. As Blakely picks her dribble up and fire to Freeze on the far side perimeter. Freeze now to Blakely here on the near side wing. Down to Avery Zern in the post. Zern backs down Iberg. Back to Macy Freeze. 16 on the shot clock. Freeze drives into the lane. Kicks it. And Ewing from around the free throw line just off the mark. Iberg will collect her first rebound today. And now the dish to Ellie Wells down low. And she'll get another bucket. Quick 6-0 run to start this game for Lincoln Pius. Has already some substitutions for the Thunderbolts on the way. So the Hegdom looking to check in, and I believe the other one was Hannah Bedent. As Clancy Brown will fire a deep three. It's off the front iron, no good, as that's rebounded there by Keely Nobe. As down low they go with it. The shot, no good, as that was Kate Miller down low in the paint. Put the shot up, fouled, and with that, she'll go to the free throw line. It's the first foul for Macy Freeze. As now looking to sub in Kiki Williams for North Platte High School and 3 for Lincoln Pius. As the first free throw will fall in from Miller. As it is Bennett alongside Hegdom. And then I believe Nora Stewart, and timeout is going to be called here by head coach Tyson Hammond, as it's already a 7-0 lead for Lincoln Pius. And the Thunderbolts is really the predominant portion of their points coming from transition offense to start this first quarter. It's 5:42 left to go here in the first. Again, our timeouts brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. You can check out Kevin McGann, the Fortifying Group, at his new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. But really, yeah, again, Bulldogs have had some good looks offensively to start this game, just missed the shots. And because of that, it's been quick transition offense for the Thunderbolts that have pushed them out to the 7-0 lead, as once again Kate Miller will go to the free throw line. She made her first attempt. Now we'll look to put on and make the second to make it 8-0 here. Miller fires. That one takes a high bounce and a nice little tip in from the rim. And with that, it's 8-0 the lead now for the Thunderbolts to start this game. 5:38 left to go here in this first quarter. Blakely look to drive baseline. Now picks her dribble up, goes up and over, and there's the first Bulldog point. Love the aggressiveness from Ellie Blakely to drive into the paint and pick up the first 2 points for North Platte. A 6-point lead, 8-2. The dish, far side, 3 on the way from Stewart. Rims in and out, and there's Avery Zern collecting her first rebound. And now Clancy Brown and the Bulldogs will look to get things going as Blakely has it. Near side wing, another substitution as Keely Knob looks to come back in. Behind the back from Brown, she'll step and fire in with 3. No good off the backboard and rebounded there by Hegdom, and up the court with it come the Thunderbolts. Dish, Wells, far side wing will push it out to Stewart on the near side, and she'll drive into the paint. Kick it, shot from around 16 out, it's going to hit. As that one's going to be hit by Sida Hagedorn. She'll get her first 2. That's 10-2 lead now for the Thunderbolts to start this game off. Kiki Williams with it. She'll now dribble and pick her dribble up and try to find Clancy Brown. Hands it off to Brown. Brown pulls up another 3. She's 0 for 3, making that, 0 for 3. She misses that one. Stewart with the rebound and up the court. Down low, and a good tip passed away from by Macy Freeze, as that was intended for Hannah Bent. As Keely Knob checks back in, out comes Kate Miller. It's 10-2. Favor of the Thunderbolts as Abby Kamensky subs in that pass, intercepted and tipped out of bounds by Clancy Brown. It's 10-2 once again. 4:20 left to go here in this first quarter. As now be a far side out of bounds inbound. It'll get all the way up to Knob. She's guarded by Kamensky. She'll kick it. Stewart around the perimeter with it now. Will pass to the near side to Bent. Bent looking for some help. Will backdoor cut it to Knob. She'll cut it back into a cutting Stewart. Down low, the ball is on the floor, but picked right back up by the Thunderbolts. And with 13 seconds on the shot clock, they'll look for a clean shot. Stewart on the baseline, tipped, almost stolen away by Clancy Brown, but great defense for North Platte High School. As we'll have another inbounds on the baseline from the Thunderbolts here with 7 on the shot clock. Looking for help, throwing it all the way back to Sarah Iberg with now 5 seconds. Stewart drives in. She'll pull up around the free throw line. Bad shot. Saved by Avery Zern, and Clancy Brown picks it up. Here come the Bulldogs now. Fast break opportunity, but they'll slow it down and get the offense set up with, once again, Euling and Blakely looking to sub in. Brown going baseline on Iberg. Up for the shot. No good. She collects her miss and nails it on the second time. Clancy Brown not only gets the rebound off her miss, but will get the 2 points. 10-4 now the lead for the Thunderbolts. Iberg to the near side. Some good perimeter passing from the Thunderbolts as it's Benton who has it. Now going to pass it on over to Hagedorn, and then now some good more perimeter passing. Iberg around the perimeter. Stewart now with it. 15 on the clock. Down low it goes, and a bad pass. No good, as here's another big substitution. Ellie Wells, Kate Miller, as well as Prince Sevick will check in. As we all know, it's Addison Euling and Ellie Blakely checking in for Macy Freeze and Avery Zerning. And 10-4 the lead for the Bulldogs here with 3:03 left to go in the first. Defense really starting to pick up after a rough start to this game for the Bulldogs. Kamensky with it. Gets a screen from Williams. Into the paint. Picks her dribble up. Needs help. Hands it off to Kiki Williams. And they're going to call it travel. Williams had a clean look to the basket off of that handoff, but unfortunately didn't get the dribble down, and with that, a turnover for North Platte High School. And here comes the other way with it. Lincoln Pius and the Thunderbolts as Keely Knob with it. Now she's going to hand it down to Miller. Miller around the perimeter, hands it back to Knob. She'll drive, but step back and pass it. Sevick now to the near side with it. Bent back down low to Wells. Now another good pass as Kate Miller drives baseline, and they're going to say she stepped out of bounds. Turnover from the Thunderbolts. Great defense from Addison Euling, again applying the pressure forcing her baseline, forcing Kate Miller baseline, and then Miller stepped on the out-of-bounds line. That's a turnover for Lincoln Pius, as now Clancy Brown has it for the Bulldogs on the far side. Pass it to Kamensky, straightaway three. She'll fire that away. Ooh, no good. Rims in and out. Rebounded on the side by Hannah Bent, and with that, up the court come the Thunderbolts. Now looking to check back in, Sarah Iberg down low. Wells with it. Out to the near side, Ellie Wells will recollect it. Back, Sevick for three. Rims in and out, and there's Clancy Brown with the rebound. A good look for the Thunderbolts. That didn't fall, but another strong rebound from North Platte. Kiki Williams down low. She'll go up for the shot. Ooh, good block, though, from Ellie Wells. It'll fall out of bounds. But North Platte will still maintain position as out comes Hannah Bent. And Sarah Iberg will sub back in. Clancy Brown will have an inbounds underneath the basket. Trailing, again, by 6, 10-4. Brown gets it to Euling. Euling, tries to get it back to Brown, but it falls out of her hands. Stolen away by Kate Miller, and up comes Ellie Wells with it. Iber on the far side. Now hands it off to Nobe. She'll look for some help, and then a reach-in foul called by Clancy Brown. As Abby Kamensky now looks to check in alongside Avery Zern for North Platte. So out goes Clancy Brown and Kiki Williams with 1:33 left to go here in this first quarter. It's a 10-4 lead. On the far side, Kate Miller will inbound it for Lincoln Pius. Iberg with it. Far side wing. Now to Ellie Wells. Almost stolen away by Macy Freeze. Wells into the lane. Misses the shot. Ball's on the floor. Rebounded there by Macy Freeze. Her second. Oh, it's still on the floor. It's almost stolen away. Being fought for. And a jump ball will be called. That'll go the way of North Platte High School. Kate Miller got her hand on it in transition and almost steals it away for Lincoln Pius. With 1:16 left, Pius will now go into a full court press. That's the Bulldogs. Euling back to Zern. Zern going to throw it all the way up to Kamensky. Kamensky in the double team needs help. Looking, and a timeout's going to be called by head coach Tyson Hammond. With that, we'll step aside and we'll take a timeout ourselves. North Platte trailing in this one 10-4 with 1:09 left to go here in the first quarter.
Handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe in a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
See me, Pete Volz, at 501 South Jeffers for a free insurance review.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse. North Platte High School currently trailing Lincoln Pius and the Thunderbolts 10-4 following the timeout from North Platte High School. Again, our timeouts are, of course, brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. You can check out Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group at his new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. Alongside our other sponsors for today's game, Dave's Place Pizza and Wings. You can find out more at 1510 East 4th Street. Clancy Brown on the far side will now dribble around Katie Wells, or look to get past Wells. She will into the lane, kicking it to Blakely here on this near side wing. Gets a screen from Zern. Blakely with it. Now back to Zern, almost stolen away, and it is stolen away by Sarah Iberg on the floor. Picked back up by Blakely. Great defense from Macy Freeze as it's one Clancy Brown on the far side. She'll fire a three. Oh, rimmed in and out. Great rebound from Euling. Her turnaround jumper is nailed. Addison Euling picks up the rebound and the turnaround shot, and with that, it's 10-6. Now the lead for Lincoln Pius. After a quick start for the Thunderbolts, the Bulldogs have been on their way. Ooh, great pass from Iberg. Oh, that shot will fall in from Kate Miller. Beautiful play on the backdoor cut. Iberg finds Miller, and there's the first 2 points for the Thunderbolts in quite some time. 10 seconds here on the first quarter shot clock. Euling with 7. Now to the near side, Macy Freeze. Freeze gets a screen. 3 seconds around the perimeter. Freeze with no time will not get the shot off. And that is how quarter one will come to an end for North Platte High School. After being down to start the quarter, they worked their way back pretty handily here, and now just trail by 6, 12-6 when we come back here. FM 98.1, AM 1410, of course, be the live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
Buying a car, it's not always the most pleasant experience, but it doesn't have to be that way. 23 years. That's how long Premier Toyota has been in North Platte community, delivering a car buying experience that's friendly, easy, and fun. Check PremierAutoplex.com first, then stop by your lot at 2600 South Willow Street in North Platte. Come see us. Premier Toyota for your next new Toyota or pre-owned vehicle. Premier Toyota at PremierAutoplex.com.
Larry's Glass is better known and has over 40 years of experience in glass replacement and installation. Whether you need a new window for your home, storefront, or vehicle, they have the expertise to get the job done. Larry's team of skilled professionals use the highest quality materials and techniques to ensure your satisfaction. Larry's takes pride in delivering outstanding service with affordable pricing and are on the Better Business Bureau honor roll. Trust Larry's Glass to take care of your glass needs, and you'll appreciate the difference that over 40 years of experience can make.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse. North Platte High School currently at the moment trailing Lincoln Pius to start this second quarter. 12-6 again. Our timeouts brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. You can check out Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group at his new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B, alongside our other sponsors for today's game, Sand Hills State Bank. The most committed brand of banking with locations in North Platte, Ogallala, Grant, and many more. Head to sandhillstate.com for a full list of services and locations. Far side, Kate Miller for three. She's going to hit it. Miller was wide open, and she gets her 7th point off of a wide open three from some good perimeter passing. And with that, it's 15-6 now in favor of the Thunderbolts. Kamensky with it. We'll pass it to Zern on the perimeter. We'll hand it now to Brown. Deep three from Clancy Brown. Nothing but net. That's now 5 points for Clancy Brown. And just like that, Bulldogs answer back. And she was so far up to that point, 0 for 4 from the three-point line. Now gets her first to fall. Miller, far side corner wing, needs some help. Cross courts to Iberg here on the near side perimeter. She'll drive on in and look to hand it off. She does so to Sevick into a cutting shot from the side. As it's Sida Hagedorn with the fourth point for her today on a good cut to the basket. And with that, 17-9. Freeze. Thought about the three. She picks her dribble up. Finds Kiki Williams straight away in the three-point line. She drives in. Kiki Williams' shot no good as it hits the top of the iron. And it's rebounded by Hagedorn. Her second. As a throw up now to Nobe. She looks to drive it on Freeze. Euroing up for the layup, and she gets just past Avery Zern. As that's now 4th point for Keely Kanabi, as it's now with it Clancy Brown. Brown picks her dribble up, needs some help. Finds it in Avery Zern at least. As now they hand it off to Kamensky. She picks her own dribble up and finds Kiki Williams at the free throw line. Williams drives it on Hagedorn, steps back, and she'll get called yet again for her second travel as head coach. Actually going to call that an offensive foul on Kiki Williams. Head coach Tyson Hammond not happy with that call as out goes Zern and Freeze as Williams picks up her first team foul today as it's now 19-9 in favor of the Thunderbolts. 5:56 left to go. The pass. Now down low to a freshly subbed in Macy Eidson. Now deep three. Wow, it's going to be hit there. Keely Kanabi with now her 7th point as she hits a deep three, and it's 22-9 early on here in the ball game for the Thunderbolts. Kamensky drives into the paint, into a triple. Back to Kiki Williams. Just inside the three-point line. Picks up her first 2 points. Good shot and even better setup offensively for the Bulldogs. Now just trailed by 11. Kanabi with it, needing help. Dishes to the far side, Kate Miller. Near side, Bedent. As Kanabi again for three, no good. Rebound on the side by Eidson. No good on that shot as it's Addison Ewing picking up the bucket. Now Blakely into a double team. Steps back, her shot way short. Kanabi gets the rebound as the Bulldogs are looking for a foul. No good. That's the second rebound for Keely Kanabi. Backdoor cut and up for the shot. Wow, it's going to hit from Sida Hagedorn. That's her 6th point. 24-11 now with 4:36 left to go here in this second quarter. Clancy Brown now has the basketball at the logo, gets a screen, drives on in. Now a pull up from around 16 out, way off the mark. Tipped and rebounded there by Ellie Blakely. Blakely thought about going in, picks her dribble up, and then a foul's going to be called on Keely Kanabi. That's her first as Zern and Fries check in. Kamensky and Kiki Williams check out. Kanabi and Kate Miller sub out. Iberg checks back in alongside Nora Stewart. Zern going for a shot on the baseline. No good. It's blocked. And with that, Iberg with the rebound. Hagedorn up the court with it. Will pass it back to Iberg, who hands it off to Stewart. Stewart thought about going back door to Hagedorn, but no good. Great defense from the Bulldogs as now they will go to that pass. The shot's up. No good to Hannah Benton, but a foul is going to be called, I believe, on Euling. No, they're going to call that on Avery Zern as great passing from Nora Stewart to Hannah Benton, who will now go to the free throw line to shoot her first two. 4:02 left to go in the second, and she'll miss that one. As checking back in comes Ellie Wells. Out comes Sida Hagedorn. 24-11 here with 4:02 left to go here in this first half. Benton fires another free throw. That time it falls in. She's 1 for 2 on that trip. It's now 25-11 in favor of Lincoln Pius and the Thunderbolts. Brown will get called for the travel. She picked her dribble up. And that's a turnover for North Platte. Turnovers so far really the main cause of concern for this Bulldog squad to start this game off. As to the far side, it's Stewart with it. Gets it to Eidson. Eidson around the free throw line. Back to Stewart. Stewart into the lane. Kicks it to Iberg. Iberg drives. Back on out. Benton for three. No good on the near side corner. Strong rebound from Natalie Pritchard. And that pass, though, way over the head of Iberg from Pritchard. So she was able to get the rebound, but made a bad pass. She throws it way over the head of Iberg. As Kate Miller subs back in. Miller as well as Keely Kenobi both have 7 points as here comes some more substitutions for the Thunderbirds. Ellie Wells to hold that thought. Macy Freeze's three is blocked. Great rebound from Zern. No good on the shot as she was way too close to the bucket. As Pritchard gets it down low to Eidson. The shot's up. No good. Tip. And rebounded by Macy Freeze. And here come the Bulldogs as Freeze picks up her third rebound of the day. As how about Clancy Brown three? Oh, no good. Rebounded there by Ellie Blakely. Fought for, and a foul's going to be called. The right call there. As Pritchard, I believe, was Nora Stewart will get called for the foul. Wow, actually, correction, they're going to call that on Macy Eidson. As Eidson goes out as well as Stewart. Checking back in is Keely Kenobi as well as Ellie Wells. Again, it's 25-11. Freeze with it. Back to Zern on the near side wing. Right by Iberg. Back to Freeze. She'll screen. One other screen as Freeze thought about the three, but passes it back. Brown, near side corner, in some trouble. Gets it to Avery Zern. Zern now to one. Addison Euling stolen away by Natalie Pritchard. Pritchard on a one-on-one. Euros and will get the bucket. As another timeout going to be called by head coach Tyson Hammond. Bulldogs struggling offensively here against the Thunderbolts as it's a 27-11 lead with 2:32 left to go here in the second quarter. We'll have more when we come back here. FM 98.1, AM 1410, and of course, video live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff with top-notch dentists in 3 locations. You can be sure to get your regular checkups and cleanings, plus any dental care anyone in your family needs, including fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, wisdom tooth extractions, implants, dentures, partials, straightening, and whitening. They can even help with those facial fine lines and wrinkles. Love your smile with the help of Maple Park Dental Associates with offices in North Platte, Sutherland, and Broken Bow.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to the Cows. North Platte High School currently at the moment trailing Lincoln Pius 27-11. Again, our timeouts brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. You can check out Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group at his new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. Alongside our other sponsors for today's game, CT Computer Services, your IT guy since 2005. So the Bulldogs currently at the moment trailing 27-11, struggling to not only find a stop, but also struggling to find any offense. And it will be a little bit of a shorter bench, as we know when things get a little tough. I say that as Kamensky fires up a three. Abby Kamensky, her first points of today, and it's a three, and that's a good injection of some energy there on that shot from Kamensky. But as I said, Bulldogs going with a shorter bench here in today's game following a foot injury from Josie Douglas. Douglas, the first younger reserve player, as that shot from Sarah Iberg answers a three back. Her first 3 points, but again, Douglas in a foot cast, a full foot cast here in today's game. So the Bulldogs going to have to go with the shorter bench at the moment. Douglas, who's been some really good height defensively, is Kiki Williams. Another good shot. Finds it from 16 out. Kiki Williams from that distance today has really been on fire. 2 for 3 with 4 points. And it's 30-16 the lead for the Thunderbolts. As near side, Kate Miller with it. Miller cross courts it back on over. Ganobi with it. Back over. How about a three from Sebic? No good, but it's rebounded there by Ellie Wells. Wells has a roll on out intended for Bryn Sebic and a turnover. As Macy Freeze, as well as Avery Zern, check back in for North Platte. But again, Douglas was very good defensive height for North Platte High School, which will probably be duly needed in a game like this with the likes of Kate Miller, Sarah Iberg, and some other very tall, lengthy Thunderbolt players. As Freeze tried to turn around jumper in the face of Ellie Wells, no good, as she blocked it. And now Iberg up to Miller. Miller, one dribble, stops, picks it up. Sebic, Iberg, down low to Wells, back to Iberg, and she now drives and kicks. Oh, it's on the floor, but picked back up. Thunderbolts, corner, Sebic, three on the way. She was wide open, and she nails it. 33-16 now, with 32 seconds left to go here in this first half as Sita Hagedorn looks to check in for the Thunderbolts. Brown with it, 20 seconds left to go. Shot clock officially turned off. Kamensky with it, drives into the paint. On Ellie Wells, needs help. And, will get called for the travel as she tries to pivot and pass it to Avery Zern as, again, Sita Hagedorn checks in. 13.7 left, 33-16 the lead for Lincoln Pius. Up with it, Healy Kenobi. Back on over, Sebic down low to Kenobi. Her shot's up, takes a bounce, no good. Zern with a strong rebound will get it forward, but no time will be there as that'll do it for the first half here in North Platte High School. Struggling here to find any offensive rhythm. I think that's the word we'll be using today. Offensive rhythm really not being found as really Lincoln Pius got off to a hot start with some good transition offense, and then from that point on had just taken over and have not looked back and currently lead this one 33-16 as we make it to halftime. You know, for North Platte, it was an ebb and flow type of first half. The bad was transition defense was off to a rough start that allowed Lincoln Pius to get out to a pretty comfortable lead that they took full advantage of. And then the three started to rain in, not only from the side of Keely Kenobi alongside Kate Miller. And then after those three started to rain in, then the defense started to break down with some good passes by Lincoln Pius. But Bulldogs are able to fight back at 1 point and were able to get some momentum going, but then immediately answered back on the other side by Lincoln Pius. And unfortunately, that's where we sit right now at halftime. 33-16 when we come back here. FM 98.1, AM 1410, of course, video live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
The market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln for your next vehicle. Look online 24/7 at BillSummers.com. Bill Summers is Western Nebraska's leasing headquarters, and they have aggressive financing to get you into the vehicle you've been dreaming of. Check out all the inventory at BillSummers.com anytime. Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln, where families are our business. Highway 83 and Walker Road in North Platte, and online 24/7 at BillSummers.com.
If you're considering a career in broadcasting, Eagle Communications and the Nebraska Broadcasters Association Foundation can help you become part of this exciting field. Two $2,000 scholarships are available to four-year college and university students who will have completed 30 credits as of May 31st, 2024. Let us help you reach your career goals. For more information, contact Eagle Communications or click ne-ba.org. Application deadline is March 1st, 2024.
Get ready for the big game at Cashway Direct. Serve up some wings. Choose from raw, breaded, or easy, delicious pre-cooked boneless wings. Jalapeno poppers and cheese sticks make great appetizers. Nacho cheese and chips for a nacho bar. Or do a taco bar. There's pre-cooked smoked pulled pork or chicken for sliders. You can score by saving at Cashway Direct. It's a win. Save time, save money. No lines, no waiting. 502 East Front. Open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 to 1 on Saturdays.
The DNN Event Center wishes everyone a great sports season. With North Platte and Nebraska weather, things change quickly and can make our lives a little more difficult. Thank goodness for the DNN. The DNN offers hourly rentals for all types of sports practices, including turf, courts, batting cages, and equipment usage. Call the DNN Event Center to schedule your team's practice times and for more league information for all sports seasons. For over 30 years in our community, for your next event, the DNN Event Center.
Growing up, my parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, "Do the right thing." That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities.
Find me, Brent Rogo, at 502 East Francis.
PuroClean of North Platte delivers fast water, mold, and fire damage restoration services to the North Platte area. PuroClean knows how challenging those times can be to you and to your family. Their Nebraska-based experts have a winning, reliable combination of training and equipment partnerships. Local, fast service in the North Platte area. Their average on-site time is 60 minutes, and they'll coordinate with your local insurance provider. Give PuroClean a call now at 1-800-775-7876 and schedule a visit from a member of the team at PuroClean in North Platte.
Brad's mind is blown.
Just found out I can add any kind of cheese to my Runza sandwich. Swiss, American, pepper jack.
You're in charge of the cheese.
I'm my own man now.
The big cheese.
Gonna start making my own decisions.
The chief chooser of cheese.
Yes, please.
So much power. Get your next Runza sandwich made to order. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
I'm Jared Remus with Jerry Remus Chevrolet of North Platte. The Bulldogs play here on FM 98.1 and 1410 AM KOOQ AM North Platte. We've got the keys to your new car.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse. Currently North Platte High School trailing Lincoln Pius at the halftime, 33-16. Again, our halftime brought to you in part by Quick Stop. 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop, always open right around the corner. It was a roller coaster first half for North Platte High School, but unfortunately that coaster lit on fire, and the brakes, unfortunately, did not work too well, as it's 33-16, and the Bulldogs so far struggling to really find any offensive rhythm. That's the word I'm going to use. Rhythm right now has kind of been thrown off for this Bulldogs team, and I don't really think it's in the fact that Lincoln Pius is really exerting a lot of pressure that's forcing North Platte to fall out of rhythm. Bulldogs just haven't been able to hit a couple of their shots in key situations. They've had a couple of their shots blocked, and then some turnovers have really costed them opportunities, specifically in the first quarter where they let up a pretty hot start to the Thunderbolts, who got out to a quick 8-0 lead off of transition offense. And then from that point on, used that transition offense to set up their half-court offense, which just led to threes galore that now helped explode the lead 33-16. And if I'm head coach Tyson Hammond right now, I'm just trying to figure out ways to get some easy shots in for North Platte High School because, they've had opportunities and they've made a couple of some good shots here to start this first half. Kiki Williams has 4 points off of 2 good shots from around 16 feet out. But really, from outside of that, it's been a lot of, it's jittery. Let's say jittery play, but a lot of uncharacteristic play. Clancy Brown shot up 0 for 4 to start from the 3-point line, and she's hit one already, so she got 5 points. So she's 1 for 4 at this point. But really, she's struggled to find any rhythm, and with that, the offense for North Platte High School has really struggled to find some rhythm, and look for the second half adjustments to see how they North Platte can make those adjustments to better this second half. Hey, we'll step aside and we take a break. When we come back, we'll have halftime stats right here at FM 98.1 AM 1410. Of course, via live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
A bank for Sandhillers. Families, entrepreneurs, teachers, nonprofits, farmers, nurses, contractors, ranchers, stylists, artists, retailers, professionals, outfitters, restaurateurs, mechanics. It takes all of us to make the Sandhills prosper, and Sandhill State Bank is here to help. Open an account today at sandhillstate.com/open or visit one of our 10 locations across the Sandhills to start growing the Sandhills together. Sandhill State Bank. Member FDIC.
Whether you're a weekend warrior, youth, or professional athlete, the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team has you covered. The team includes orthopedic surgeons, athletic trainers, and other healthcare specialists who spend their time at local high school and college sporting events, ensuring that athletes stay as injury-free as possible. In the event of an injury, the team remains committed to returning athletes to competition as quickly and safely as possible.
Contact the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team by calling 308-568-7456.
Are you in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln for your next vehicle. Look online 24/7 at BillSummers.com. Bill Summers is Western Nebraska's leasing headquarters, and they have aggressive financing to get you into the vehicle you've been dreaming of. Check out all the inventory at BillSummers.com anytime. Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln, where families are our business. Highway 83 and Walker Road in North Platte, and online 24/7 at BillSummers.com.
Ben is in a sticky situation.
I got so excited for my fresh-baked Runza cinnamon rolls that I forgot to grab a napkin.
Now you got cinnamon roll fingers, and they're so ooey.
And gooey. I can't grab a spoon to dig into my delicious homemade chili.
Maybe you should call for help?
Oh, I'll call my mom. Oh, I've ruined my phone.
Worth it, though. Come get Runza's homemade chili, fresh-baked cinnamon rolls, and a napkin today. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse. It is almost the start of the third quarter, so let's jump into our game stats brought to you in part by Skiles Lou Bremer and White CPH. For the side of Lincoln Pius, led by Keely Kenobi, who's got 7 total points. She's got 1 3 to her name as well. Sarah Iberg with 5 points. Sida Hagedorn with 6 points as well and 2 rebounds. Kate Miller with a 3 as well. She's also tied with a team-high 7. Ellie Wells with 2. And then Hannah Benton with 1 as well. For North Platte High School, currently it's 5 points for Clancy Brown, 3 for Avid Kamensky, 2 for Edison Ewing, 4 for Kiki Williams, 2 for Ellie Blakely. And that'll do it for their scoring. We'll step aside and take another quick break. We come back. We'll have second half action right here at FM 98.1 and AM 1410.
Thanks for listening to the Quick Stop Halftime Show. Second half action is next on FM 98.1.
Buying a car? It's not always the most pleasant experience, but it doesn't have to be that way. 23 years. That's how long Premier Toyota has been in North Platte community, delivering a car buying experience that's friendly, easy, and fun. Check PremierAutoplex.com first, then stop by your lot at 2600 South Willow Street in North Platte. Come see us. Premier Toyota for your next new Toyota or pre-owned vehicle. Premier Toyota at PremierAutoplex.com.
North Platte Post Sports.
Going back here to the doghouse, North Platte High School currently trailing Lincoln Pius and the Thunderbolts here, 33-16 to start quarter number 3. Again, timeouts brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. Check out Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group at his new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B, alongside our halftime sponsor for today's game, Quick Stop. 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop, always open right around the corner. Throwing all the way out to Macy Freeze is the Bulldogs offense as they'll look to get things rocking and rolling here in the second half and find some momentum. Blakely hands it back to Freeze. Freeze around the three-point line will travel around the perimeter and pick her dribble up. Now to Zern, near side wing. A handoff to Clancy Brown, who drives. Goes up for her shot, looking for a foul, no good. Tipped and rebounded there by Sarah Iberg, and then a travel called on Iberg, and with that, a turnover for the Thunderbolts. Brown was looking for a foul after initiating some contact down low with Iberg and I believe Kate Miller, but couldn't get anything there. The ball's on the floor. Blakely has it. Pass it to Euling. Euling from 16 takes a bad bounce, and it's rebounded there by Kate Miller. First rebound for Miller, and up the court with it go the Thunderbolts. Cross-court pass now here to the near side. Sebic with it. She looks for some help. Down low to Wells at the right elbow. Wells pivots around. Cross-courts it back to Iberg, guarded by Avery Zern. Now down low to a wide-open Kate Miller. Her turnaround skyhook finds the mark. 5 points for Kate Miller in today's game, and it's 35-16 now. Up the court with it, Clancy Brown to the far side. Ellie Blakely. Blakely drives into the paint area. Round she goes. Now pivots after picking her dribble up. Ewing from the free throw line. Back to Freeze. Freeze picks her own dribble up. Back to Ewing at the right elbow. Ewing pivots, needs some help. Running out of time for that. And she will not get the paint violation as that's a bad pass from Blakely, and with it's on the floor and causes a jump ball that'll go the way of Lincoln Pius. So with that, another turnover for North Platte High School. A good first offensive possession for the Bulldogs, with that second set caused a little bit of a slowdown and not much movement. I think that's what's been missing these last couple of games from the Bulldogs has been off-ball movement. As I say that, Macy Freeze with great defense steals it away from the intended Ellie Wills. Down to Brown. Her shot goes up, and it's in. Clancy Brown's got 7, but that was initiated off of a great steal from Macy Freeze. The pass was intended for Ellie Wells, but Freeze got her hand in there and was able to steal it, pass it to Brown, and Brown with the layup. And a travel. Call on the side there of Keely Kenobi. Keely Kenobi is now up the court with it. It's Clancy Brown. Brown's got 7 points so far, and it's 35-18 with 5:46 left to go. Ellie Blakely, near side wing, will pass it back to Brown. She'll get a screen, and then a block foul call on the side of Kate Miller. That's Miller's first. And with that, Brown will have an inbounds on the far side out of bounds line. Set the offense up for North Platte High School. Again, you got to take one small step after one small step to get back into this game, and it's all going to be based off of just getting some good, easy scores. Freeze picks her dribble up, tries to get it down to Zern. Back to Freeze, almost falling out of bounds with Zern as Freeze. On the side of Sarah Iberg, not a good shot as Iberg will pick up the rebound and now will pass it. Down low to Kate Miller. She lost the ball for a second, was able to get it back, and then a foul will be called. Clancy Brown, that's going to be her second foul and the first team foul for North Platte High School. It's now the inbounds. Wells, far side corner with it, picks her dribble up and will dish it. Now open 3 on the side of the Thunderbolts. Bryn Sebic will pick up her 6th point off of a wide open 3. It's 38-18 now as checking in Abby Kamensky alongside Kiki Williams for North Platte. Blakely with the basketball to Zern. Zern now hands it off to Brown. Brown will drive the baseline into a double team. Once again initiate contact but not draw a foul as Ellie Wells will throw it up to Iberg. Iberg back on over the floater. Oh, no good. Bryn Sebic will have it rebounded there by Clancy Brown. Now Macy Freeze on the far side, down low to Ewing. Ewing backing down Iberg. Her turnaround jumper no good as Iberg will get dinged on the foul. And with that, Addison Ewing will now go to the free throw line to shoot 2. It's a first for Iberg here in today's contest. It's the 3rd team foul for Lincoln Pius. As Ewing will set and fire. She'll nail that first free throw. Good job from Addison Ewing. She's normally known to be a very good free throw shooter for North Platte. As checking in Hannah Bedent alongside Sita Hagedorn. Again, Abby Kamensky checks in for Macy Freeze as Kiki Williams will check in for Addison Ewing. Ewing missed that second free throw, fought for and rebounded by Sevick, and with that up the court from the Thunderbolts. Sevick at the logo, far side to Iberg. Iberg now hands it off to Bennett. Bennett back to Sevick, top of the three-point line. Hagedorn on the perimeter will pass it into the paint area with Iberg back on over Sevick once again for 3. Rims in and out. Fought for and rebounded there by Addison Ewing. That's her 3rd rebound today. And up the court with it comes North Platte High School. Brown with the speed. Crosses over. Stepping it back. Wow, with some moves, but shot won't fall. Rebounded there by Keely Knoby. Driving into the lane with it. Bennett lost the basketball. And now passes it back to Hagedorn's 3. No good. Rebounded there by Avery Zern, her 3rd. Now Blakely up the court. Will pass it back to Brown, and here comes North Platte High School. Both teams at the moment struggling to find some offensive rhythm here in this 3rd quarter. 38-19 with now 3:29 left to go in the 3rd. Checking back in comes Eitzen and Kate Miller for the Thunderbolts as it's Macy Freeze and Kiki Williams will be subbing in for North Platte. Kamensky with it. Dribbles around the perimeter with some help. Picks her dribble up. Finds Ewing just at the three-point line. And the shot goes up. No good. And there's a shot clock violation for North Platte High School as Williams and Freeze check in. Blakely and Ewing will check out. 38-19 as Bennett will now inbound the ball. So out goes Sarah Iberg as well as Prince Sevick for the side of the Thunderbolts. Knoby with it will pass to the near side. Some good, already quick passing to break down this kind of light full court press from North Platte High School. Good defense from Kiki Williams to force a pass away from the intended target in the paint. Eitzen, Knoby, now near side 3 on the way from Bedent, and she'll hit it. 4 points for Hannah Bedent, and with that, 41-19 is now the lead. Kamensky, Williams now has it. Look to get the screen and drive into the paint. Kiki Williams stops in a double. Back to Clancy Brown's 3 on the way. No good, short off the front iron. And rebounded there by the Thunderbolts as they'll now push tempo. Eitzen, though, will get called for the travel and transition. Macy Freeze, being a thorn in her side, forced her to pick her dribble up and turn it over. Checking in now comes Nora Stewart for Lincoln Pius, a 41-19 lead for the Thunderbolts. Kamensky around the perimeter, picks her dribble up, gets it to Kiki Williams. Williams, think about handing it off, will fake it. Now she'll drive baseline, her shot no good, but a foul will be called. I believe that's on Hagedorn. They'll call that on Hannah Bedent, so that's her first. And with that, Kiki Williams will now go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Her first 2 attempts today. She's 4 points so far today for Kiki Williams as Addison Ewing now checks back in. Williams, great free throw. Again, she started the season kind of rough from the free throw line, but now looking much better as she'll nail that first free throw. She's got 5 points today. Kiki Williams does. She'll nail the second. 2 for 2 for the sophomore Kiki Williams. And with that, it's now 21-41 in favor. Should be 41-21 in favor of Lincoln Pius. Ooh, Freeze almost got the steal on Nora Stewart. The pass back on over to Stewart as Kate Miller had it. Stewart into the lane. Now pops it. Ben thought about the 3, but gets into the paint. Great passing from the Thunderbolts, but just out of the reach. Macy Eitzen, as it was Hagedorn throwing it to Eitzen just where she can reach it, but only a little too far out of her reach, and that's a turnover for Lincoln Pius. It's 41-21. 1:50 left to go here in this 3rd quarter. Again, thank you to our sponsors for today's game, Premier Toyota. Premier Toyota just south of I-80 in North Platte invites you to stop out, take a test drive here today. Premier Toyota, let's go places as Abby Kamensky will drive into the lane and get a foul called as Macy Eisen will pick it up, her first, and that's the 5th team foul for the Thunderbolts. And with that, North Platte's in the bonus as it's Kamensky now shooting 2 free throws right now. Ooh, that one's off the back iron, no good. So 0 for 1 on this adventure. Checking back in comes Kate Miller and Ellie Wells. As the shot goes up and it's nailed by Kamensky. There's her first free throw today. It's now 41-22 as checking back in comes Ellie Blakely for North Platte. Out goes Clancy Brown to take a breather. As, a foul called from behind there on Macy Freeze. Her second foul. That's the second team foul for North Platte High School with 1:37 left to go here in this third quarter. Now with it comes Nora Stewart. Stewart to the near side, Pritchard. Pritchard tries to get it back to Nora Stewart, but no good. That one, though, going to luckily fall into the hands of Ellie Wells, who is somewhat in the vicinity, is now it's Hagedorn. Down low it goes to Miller. Back out. Great passing. Wells will now drive in, but pick her dribble up after some good defense from North Platte High School. Hagedorn, her shot's up, and it will find the mark. Thunderbolts were able to break down that North Platte defense with some good passing on the interior to leave Hagedorn relatively open, but on a shorter opponent. I say that Kiki Williams powering her way down low for now her 8th point. That's a season high for Kiki Williams so far. It's 43-24. Love what I'm seeing for Kiki Williams tonight, again with Josie Douglas down with the foot injury as that shot will land the mark from Natalie Pritchard off the backboard. But I love what I'm seeing aggressively from Kiki Williams. She's trying to jumpstart the ignition of this Bulldog offense. She'll drive in on Wells, steps back, will pull up for the shot, and she hits it. Luckily, she didn't get a foul on that play, but with a step back and then a swish, she's got 10 points now for the Bulldogs with 17 seconds left to go. In this third quarter, it's 45-26 now. Wells dishes it near side corner. Hagedorn. Down low goes to Pritchard. Pritchard back to Hagedorn. Oh, beautiful play from the side of the Thunderbolts, and that will have time expire. And with that, we're going to go to the fourth quarter. Bulldogs trailing in this one 47-26 when we come back here. FM 98.1 and 1410, and of course, video live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
Is a bank for Sandhillers. Families, entrepreneurs, teachers, nonprofits, farmers, nurses, contractors, ranchers, stylists, artists, retailers, professionals, outfitters, restaurateurs, mechanics. It takes all of us to make the Sandhills prosper, and Sandhill State Bank is here to help. Open an account today at sandhillstate.com/open or visit one of our 10 locations across the Sandhills to start growing the Sandhills together. Sandhill State Bank. Member FDIC.
Your health is nothing to fool with. That's why when supplies are important, you should trust no one but the best. Great Plains Home Care Equipment features full home care outfits. All of the items you or your loved one will need for rehabilitation, including oxygen and respiratory equipment, whether it's for staying at home or for moving around. Great Plains Home Care Equipment, 600 East Francis Street, Suite 6 in North Platte.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
North Platte Post Sports.
Going back here to the Dog House. North Platte High School currently trailing 47-26 to Lincoln Pius and the Thunderbolts. And our timeouts brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. You can check out Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group at his new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. Again, 47-26 the lead. Also, thank you to our sponsors for today's game, Premier Toyota. Premier Toyota, just south of I-80 in North Platte, invites you stop out and take a test drive here today. Premier Toyota, let's go places. That will bounce off of a Thunderbolt knee and will roll out of bounds. North Platte will have an inbounds underneath the basket as it's Clancy Brown triggering it in. Brown with it, throws it all the way out to Blakely as Blakely is now in a jump ball situation with Nora Stewart, and that's a turnover as the Thunderbolts will take over. Fresh starting lineup in here for North Platte. Freeze, Blakely, Zern, Brown, as well as Addison Ewing. Now with it, it's Sevick. Will pass to the near side. Kenobi with it. Cross courts it to Stewart. Stewart drives baseline in a double team, and it is stolen away by Macy Freeze. Her second steal of today's game, and now with it, here comes North Platte. Down to Zern. Zern's shot, though, is blocked. Couldn't get a firm handle on it, as now the pass up to Iberg. Oh, it's saved. Stewart with it will throw it back, and that is now a possession for the side of the Thunderbolts. No good as Stewart's shot no good. The three on the way. No good again. And it's rebounded there by Ellie Blakely. Some good luck for the Bulldogs there on that time about. There's a couple of free opportunities for Lincoln Pius were available, but they weren't able to commit on it. Zern with it. Far side wing will hand it off to Brown. Brown steps and fires into a three. Short. And it's on the floor. Freeze trying to fight for it, but that's going to be picked up by Ellie Wells. And now up the court with it come the Thunderbolts of Lincoln Pius. Stewart on the near side wing will drive into the paint, kicking it out. Once again, a three on the way. Third time is a charm here for Bryn Sevick, who will now pick up her now 9th point, and it's 50-26. The lead for the Thunderbolts is the far side. It's Ellie Blakely with it. I just sneezed, excuse me, as Macy Freeze hands it to Addison Ewing. Ewing back to Blakely around the perimeter. Blakely gets a screen, and she'll fire away her three. Short, great rebound on the side of Addison Ewing, essentially a pass. And she picks up her 5th point. A good pick and roll from North Platte that, again, after the block, allowed for Addison Ewing to pick the basketball up and then get the bucket. A deep three, no good, and it's rebounded there by Macy Freeze. As Freeze now will take it up the court. North Platte High School. Zern in the fast break, no good. Clancy Brown with a strong rebound, and she goes back up and draws a foul, and she'll head to the free throw line for the first time here today. That foul going to be called on Nora Stewart. Her first is Kamensky and Kiki Williams check in. Hagedorn as well as Einstein will check in, and Natalie Pritchard for the Thunderbolts. 50-28. Brown with the inbound. It's Brown looking for some help. Throwing it almost all the way back. And it's going to be blocked at the point of attack. Keely Kenobi with it as Brown finds Abby Kamensky here in the near side corner. She looks to drive around the perimeter. Kamensky picks her dribble up. Finds Kiki Williams with it. And she'll hand it off to Blakely. Blakely, top of the three-point line. Drives in on Hagedorn. Now looks to pass. Now we'll hand it back. Williams, she'll drive baseline. Her shot up, no good, no foul, and it's rebounded there by Hagedorn, her third, as a throw up to Wells. Wells, though, will get called for the travel, and that's a turnover for Lincoln Pius. Here comes North Platte High School with 5:15 left to go. Up the court, trailing by 22, 50-28. Brown now with it, guarded. Kenobi now near side wing with it. Blakely thought about driving, will dish it to Kamensky. She'll drive into the paint. She'll stop, look to pass it. She'll lose the ball for a second, and then now will pick it up and dribble around. Blakely, Ewing, back to Brown. Brown will get a screen. Thought about splitting two defenders with 9 seconds. Ewing shot, it rattles in. Great pass from from Clancy Brown to Addison Ewing. And now, with that bucket, it's 50-30 now. That's 7 points for Addison Ewing as AC Freeze now looks to check in. Oh, that's going to bounce off the foot of Clancy Brown as the pass was intended for Macy Einstein, but no good as Hannah Benton will check in for Ellie Wells as out goes Ellie Blakely. North Platte, 4:30 left to go here in this fourth quarter. 50-30 is that pass once again tipped out there by Clancy Brown. So an inbounds now for the side of the Thunderbolts again with Pritchard. Pritchard looking, still looking, throws it all the way back and picked up by Bend. Kaminsky guarding her as they'll pass it to Hagedorn to the free throw line. Now Pritchard will drive baseline on Brown, will dish it, in and out of the hands of Macy Freeze. She had the good read on that pass that was intended for Hannah Benton in the far side corner, but unable to get her hands on it, and with that, a opportunity for Lincoln Pius. Nobi with it. Cross courts it to Pritchard. Pritchard now to Nobi again for three. No good. Tipped, and a foul's going to be called there, I believe, on Sida Hagedorn. It's her first. And with that, the Bulldogs will now take over with 4:11 left to go, trailing by 20, 50-30. Thank you again to our sponsors for today's game. CT Computer Services, your IT guy, since 2005, located on 905 South Willow. Brown into the lane will have that shot blocked. Last touch, though, out of bounds by, trying to find a number, I believe that's Hannah Benton. As we'll have an inbounds now for North Platte. Brown looking to set it up, looking for help. Tries to get it down, it's stolen away, though. Kenobi will go the other way, a 1-on-2. Back to Eidson. Eidson shot, no good, and a foul's going to be called. Kiki Williams, that's her second. And with that, Lincoln Pius will now go to the free throw line. Checking in now for Lincoln Pius, Nora Stewart. As the first free throw will not find its way in, it bounces out. 0 for 1 as Nora Stewart checks back in. 3:53 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Following the conclusion of this game, North Platte High School boys basketball will be taking on Lincoln Pius. That second one falls in. First point from AC Eidson, and now it's 51-30 the lead for the Thunderbolts. With 3:44 left to go in the game, Freeze dribbling into the paint, pass it to Kaminsky. Kaminsky with it now, looking to find some help. We'll pass it to Kiki Williams. Williams drives in on Eidson. Great power. And it's blocked from behind. And up the court now with it comes the side of Hannah Benton. Near side, Nora Stewart for three. No good. Big rebound on the side of Hagedorn. Almost stolen away by Clancy Brown, but Thunderbolts will take over again. Eidson for three. Near side corner, overshoots it. There's Brown picking up her fifth rebound. Clancy Brown almost gets it and will have it stolen from behind. It's on the floor, though, and fought for between Hagedorn and Abby Kaminsky. And it's won by the Bulldogs, jumping-wise, as Georgia Wright will now check in. As Clancy Brown will inbound the basketball underneath the basket, trigger in this play. Brown finds Macy Freeze on the near side wing. She'll drive baseline. Tries to kick it back to Kiki Williams and does so. Short on that shot. Fought for on the floor. Williams will get it, and a timeout called by Tyson Hammond. And with that, we'll step aside and we'll take a timeout as well. North Platte trailing 51-30. We come back here with 2:57 left in the fourth quarter.
My parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, "Do the right thing." That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities.
See me, Pete Volz, at 501 South Jeffers for a free insurance review.
Great Plains Health Orthopedics in North Platte is ready to serve you with board-certified orthopedic surgeons and a team of medical professionals who specialize in hip, knee, and shoulder joint replacements and revisions, minor to complex hand injuries, sports medicine for both the serious athlete and the weekend warrior, new and innovative operative and non-operative procedures, and work-related injuries. Same-week appointments are available. Call Great Plains Health Orthopedics today.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
North Platte Post Sports.
Well, back here to the doghouse, North Platte High School currently trailing Lincoln Pius 51-30 with 2:57 left to go here in this fourth quarter. Again, our timeouts brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. Check out his new location, 621 South Dewey, Sweet Beat. Clancy Brown will have an inbounds here underneath the basket for the Bulldogs. They set this play up. Breeze going for the shot. No good, but she'll draw a foul. A good, quick action in play from North Platte. will get a quick shot and then draw a foul, the third from the Thunderbolts here in this fourth quarter. It's a second for Hannah Bedent, as Freeze will now go to the free throw line. She'll nail that first one. Also, thank you to our sponsors for today's game, Dave's Place Pizza and Wings. Find out more for their daily specials, wings, as well as more. 1510 East 4th Street. I mean, craving some wings right now. Sounds really good after these games, as that's rebounded following the miss by Hannah Bedent. And now the other way with it come the Thunderbolts of Lincoln Pius. Freeze 1 for 2 on that last trip. Ellie Blakely and Avery Zern look to check in for North Platte High School with, again, 2:40 left to go here in the ballgame. Edson into the lane, and she'll get the bucket and the foul called. It's her third point. And with that foul going to be called on Addison Ewing. That's her first, as out will come Clancy Brown and Addison Ewing. Zern, as well as Blakely, check in. Again, Bulldogs going with a short bench tonight following the injury to Josie Douglas. Her foot is fully in a cast. So not looking like we'll be seeing her the rest of the year. I'll talk to head coach Tyson Hammond as that shot no good. Rebounded by Zern, her fourth, as Blakely leads the charge. Now Freeze with it into the paint. Kicks it, and it's going to be last touched out of bounds by Kamensky following a tipped pass, and Lincoln Pius takes over again. We saw this last year when Clancy Brown went down for North Platte High School. They went with a much shorter bench in the games that they were down, as into the lane goes Laura Stewart. She'll pass it as a shot. Ooh, will just rim in and out. A good look. Macy Einstein, no good, as now up the court with it. A 53-31 game is Ellie Blakely. Finds Macy Freeze. Far side wing. Freeze drives in, steps back, and will get called for an offensive foul after shoving off Nora Stewart for a step back. That's Freeze's third foul, as out comes Nora Stewart. Checking back in comes Hannah Bedent, and with 2 minutes left to go in the ball game, it's a 53-31 lead. With it now is Tatum Himes, who has checked in. Himes now has it, the top of the three-point line. Will kick it to Pritchard. Pritchard back over to Eidson. Eidson now near side corner with it. Right. Back to Pritchard. Guarded by Ellie Blakely. She'll drive in. Pritchard tries to get it to a cutting baseline Eidson, but it bounced off the leg of Avery Zern. No good, and with that, it inbounds for the Thunderbolts here with 1:37 left to go. The throw up to Eidson. Eidson into the lane, will float it, no good, but I believe they'll catch Blakely with a foul. Oh, actually, no, they'll call that on Avery Zern, her second. And with that, and the fourth team foul for North Platte, Macy Eidson will go to the free throw line to shoot some free throws. She'll nail that one. 53, now 54, 31, following the free throw from Eidson. She's 2 for 3. And make that 3 for 4. She's got 5 points today. Now up the court with it. Pass to Abby Kamensky on the near side wing. Kamensky now around the perimeter. Will pass it to Blakely. Blakely thought about the three. She'll drive. Her shot up. No good. Zern there to collect it, but falls out of her hands. As we'll see the first reserve member come on in today, Kendall Valentine for North Platte is also looking to check in today for the Bulldogs in this game. Is going to be, as it's Sydney Letourneau will be subbing in here for first time in today's game with 1:21 left to go. Kamensky needs some help, running out of time, throws it all the way back, and they'll call an inbounding violation. And with that, Bulldog will turn the ball over once more. And here comes the Thunderbolts the other way. Turno will be guarding Tatum Hines, but they'll pass it around the perimeter. Pritchard up the court with it. Now passes it down low to Eidson. Great block from behind by Avery Zern, picked up by Kiki Williams, and here comes Kamensky with it. Kamensky, top of the three-point line, finds Letourneau on the far side wing. Letourneau, get called for a jump ball, is sneaking her way in. Tatum Hines will get her hand on the basketball and force the jump ball that'll go the way the Thunderbolts. Himes with it. Now less than a minute to go in this ball game. 55-31. Heinzen with it. Top of the three-point line, guarded by Kendall Valentine. Now to the near side here with it. Hines down low to Heinzen again. Great block. Oh, but a foul will be called. Will that be on Avery Zern or on Letourneau? They'll call it on Sydney Letourneau. Will get her first foul called today as Heinzen goes to the free throw line. And that one will be made from, you see Heinzen, she's 4 for 5 today. She got 6 points so far in this contest. 4 of them coming from the free throw line. It's 56-31. Oh, it takes a high bounce, no good, but rebounded there by Kendall Pritchard. Now Hines to Bennett, Bennett back to Pritchard here. Pritchard drives it on Valentine and dishes it to Hines. Hines cross-courts it. Kiki Williams got caught jumping, and the bucket will be made from Hannah Bend. And with that, another 2 points for the Thunderbolts, 58-31. Abby Kamensky with it now. Will pass it to Valentine, far side wing. Valentine lost control for a second. Now needs some help, and a foul will be called on Natalie Pritchard with 14 seconds left to go and the shot clock turned off. 4th team foul for the Thunderbolts. Bulldogs have 5, and they've put Lincoln Pius in the bonus. Kamensky with it, looking for some help. Finds it in Valentine, but stolen away by Natalie Pritchard. Pritchard going up for the shot. It's no good. Tipped, rebounded by Kiki Williams with 7 seconds. Williams with the speed. Going full court. Up for the shot. Oh, no good. Rebounded there on the side of Georgia Wright, and that'll do it for this ball game. 58-31 is the victory for Lincoln Pius to start off the weekend, essentially, or heading into the weekend now, might I say. But Bulldogs, after a pretty slow start to this ball game, were never really able to find momentum like we've seen the last couple of games from them. And the offense just really seemed out of rhythm. I think head coach, Tyson Hammond might just say lackadaisical is how he might describe it, as there's really no juice in the offense here today, as they'll start the new year off 0-2. North Platte High School does, falling 58-31. Well, we'll step aside and we'll take a real quick break. When we come back, we will have our Quick Stop post-game show coverage right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and of course, video live streaming as always, NorthPlattePost.com.
State Bank is a bank for Sandhillers, families, entrepreneurs, teachers, nonprofits, farmers, nurses, contractors, ranchers, stylists, artists, retailers, professionals, outfitters, restaurateurs, mechanics. It takes all of us to make the Sandhills prosper, and Sandhill State Bank is here to help. Open an account today at sandhillstate.com/open or visit one of our 10 locations across the Sandhills to start growing the Sandhills together. Sandhill State Bank, member FDIC.
Hey, looking to start a new career? Larry's Glass in North Platte may just have the position for you, as they have an opening for a glazer. What does this glass glazer do? Installs glass in commercial and residential areas, and you'll be installing windows, doors, showers, mirrors, and so much more dealing with glass. If you've been or had carpenter experience in the past, this position may be just the fit for you. And even if you haven't and you have a certain skill set, Larry's Glass will train. Stop into Larry's Glass on West 5th Street today to apply.
CT Computer Services in North Platte is your one-stop computer shop, offering PC and Mac repair, in-shop, on-site, or remote services available for your home or business. They also offer PC sales and service of major brands like Lenovo and Dell, new and refurbished units in stock, and even custom-built PCs. Prices for every budget starting at less than $300. CT Computer Services at Phillip and Willow in North Platte, or call 534-3628. CT Computer Services, your IT guys.
I'm Jared Remus with Jerry Remus Chevrolet of North Platte. The Bulldogs play here on FM 98.1 and 1410 AM KOOQ AM North Platte. We've got the keys to your new car.
We're always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Save money at the pump at Quick Stop with the Dino Pay app. Dino Pay offers contactless payment using your preferred debit or credit card. The savings add up with 12 cents per gallon and even more on Tuesdays and Thursdays with rollbacks for savings of 15 cents per gallon. Huge savings. The Sinclair Dino Pay saving you at the pump. Don't forget Frazzle Gourmet Slushes and For Real Shakes and Smoothies. Gourmet coffee at everyday low prices on your favorite beers.
The North Platte Public Schools prepares all students to be productive, responsible citizens in a safe, caring, supporting learning environment with caring staff, engaging curriculum, clean facilities, and updated technology. You can rely on our schools giving your child the tools they need for a successful future. For more information, including enrollment and career opportunities, visit nppsd.org. North Platte Public Schools. Communicate, connect, commit.
Larry's Glass is better known and has over 40 years of experience in glass replacement and installation. Whether you need a new window for your home, storefront, or vehicle, they have the expertise to get the job done. Larry's team of skilled professionals use the highest quality materials and techniques to ensure your satisfaction. Larry's takes pride in delivering outstanding service with affordable pricing and are on the Better Business Bureau honor roll. Trust Larry's Glass to take care of your glass needs, and you'll appreciate the difference that over 40 years of experience can make.
Your health is nothing to fool with. That's why when supplies are important, you should trust no one but the best. Great Plains Home Care Equipment features full home care outfits. All of the items you or your loved one will need for rehabilitation, including oxygen and respiratory equipment, whether it's for staying at home or for moving around. Great Plains Home Care Equipment, 600 East Francis Street, Suite 6 in North Platte.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
It's the Quick Stop post-game wrap-up. Quick Stop never closes, with 24 locations open 24 hours a day.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse. North Platte High School unfortunately falls here in the final game of the first week of the new year to Lincoln Pius and the Thunderbolts, 58-31. Quick Stop halftime show, 27 locations, open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop always open right around the corner. You know, it was a tough game for North Platte High School. I think we'll just state that right off the ship here and right out the cannonball. But it was a tough game. It started off on the back foot as the Bulldogs got, scored on in the first three possessions off of some fast break opportunities for Lincoln Pius. And really from that point on, the Bulldogs are just really unable to find a comfortable offensive rhythm. That's how I'll put it. Even though against Kearney a couple of days ago, they fell 51-44, it felt like the offense still was very comfortable getting things done. The offense was moving really well. It had opportunities to get things going, but the shots just couldn't fall. Well, today it just felt like everything just felt off. The energy we normally see from this team, which is always pretty high, was extremely low, and was a lot. The movement that we are normally accustomed to from this Bulldog offense wasn't at its tip-top tier shape, and because of that, they were unable to really find any momentum, any rhythm. I think the word of the day I'm going to be using is Bulldogs just seemed out of rhythm on the offense, and because of that, the defense really had to pick up a huge brunt of the load, and unfortunately for them, they just faced a very, very strong Lincoln Pius team. Unfortunately, falling this one 58-31 here for the final game of the new year for the North Platte High School girls basketball team as they are looking to get back in game rhythm here. And thank you to our timeout sponsor for today's game, Kevin McGann with the Fortify Group. You can check out Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group at his new location, 621 South Dewey. So we be as here comes up to have a little bit of a chit-chat with us, head coach Tyson Hammond, wherever I put my other headset. I don't know where that sucker went. Oh, it's over there. I was wondering where it went, and that's entirely where it has gone. Is joining me here in the second part of our Quick Stop halftime show, head coach Tyson Hammond for the girls basketball team. Coach, I talked about it here to start our post-game show. It just felt like today the team was out of rhythm, and I really don't, it's tough to put a pin on what got them out of rhythm because it didn't seem like Lincoln Pius was exerting too much pressure to get them out of rhythm. It just felt like the offense was a little jittery today, a little stuttery with no form of smoothness like we've seen the last couple of games?
Well, I would tell you that's all Pius. They're one of the best defensive teams we play all year. That is their ability to pressure the ball and then also being help defense behind it. You know, you can get by your person because of the pressure, but they've got 6'2", 6'3" behind it to shut that off. That you got to give all that credit to that Pius team. They're very well coached, and they're as good a defensive team as we'll play all year. They're very athletic, they're very physical, and they know how to cover their gaps, and they know how to be in help. And I thought offensively we did a lot of things very well with that pressure. Teams like that don't let you get to the things that you want to get to all the time, and so that makes it look a little bit disjointed and a little bit rocky, but you got to give them a lot of credit. They're a very good defensive team.
And they were. And again, somebody who came out and really provided a good spark for this offense was Kiki Williams, coming up for a season high, though, at 10 points. You know, she was a good spark plug because the offense was trying to find, you know, so many different avenues to get points going. It was Kiki Williams around 12, 16 feet out, was hitting some masterful shots that really jump-started the engine for this offense towards the second quarter and third quarter where she really started to kick off.
Yeah, Kiki did a great job today, and she's got a ton of potential, and she's going to be a very good player for us. She's learning on the fly right now, and she keeps getting better every day in practice and in every game that we play. And you know, we always see the flashes of it on a daily basis. And you know, as we keep going here, the more she kind of figures out, you know, she's doing a good job of getting to where she wants to go, but the more she starts to figure out how to finish once she gets there and how to get balanced and finish around the rim, and she's a good shooter too. She can make jump shots. So she played her best game of the year today, and those are things that we know that she has in her, and we're going to keep working and keep trying to get those out of her because she has that ability offensively to really help us score. She's a very good rebounder, a very good defender as well. There's a lot of things she can do to help us.
You know, that's just a good testament. You talked about it, to the growth, not only of Kiki Williams, but also the younger players before. You know, fortunately, Josie Douglas went down with that foot injury that is, you know, I don't know how long she'll be out, but it's not looking like a back-to-thing kind of season, if you want to just comment on that real quickly.
Yeah, she'll be out for a while. She broke the fibula in her lower leg, and she'll probably be about 4 weeks in a cast and probably another 4 weeks in a boot. And, so it's going to be a while. It's going to be pushing pretty close toward the end of the year. So we'll kind of see where that ends up. And you know, that's really unfortunate for Josie and for us because she was starting to, again, she's a freshman learning on the fly and getting better every game. And she's going to be a very good player for us too. And, you know, I feel bad for her because she plays hard and she loves basketball. And, you know, this is just going to have to be part of her learning and growing process.
And that's the thing, you know, growing. We were starting to see her start to grow more comfortable, not only with the offense. We saw early in the season how tenacious she was on defense with her height, but also starting to find more comfort in the offense, just like we saw with Kiki Williams. Remember the first game I saw Kiki, you know, a rough free throw form is what we probably saw. But now hit 2 for 2 today, looked smooth as butter, and also some smooth shots. So it's just a testament to show that, you know, the young players are buying in and they're starting to see the growth come at a very important time where you're starting to get into a lot more tougher competition as we're getting closer and closer and closer to tournament time. It just shows yet again that system is still showing great turnout from those girls.
Yeah, it's the thing with all your younger kids, and you know, Josie before she got hurt, and Kiki right now, and you know, even Abby Kaminsky and Addison Ewing. You know, there's just so much growth that you get from gameplay and practice within your season, and there's so many things that you grow into and you get more comfortable with, and you see with all of them as they get older and they get more comfortable with the speed of the game and get a better understanding of what they can and maybe can't do sometimes. You start to see them, that growth really starts to take off. And, you know, some people find it a little bit sooner than others, but that's just part of the process. Everybody's journey is a little bit different, you know, from start to end, and trying to figure out who you are as a player and where you fit and what you do well. And our kids work very hard every day, and you can see it when they get on the floor. You know, the one thing that I always count on from our groups is we'll play hard and we'll compete, and we'll try to find ways to get the game at the end where we have a chance to win, and that's always our goal.
Love to see it. And, of course, going into your first back-to-back in quite some time, go and learn on the fly, of course, that's going to be a tiresome affair as you went to a shorter bench today. You went to a shorter bench last year when Clancy Brown with an injury. You're going to keep a short bench for the near term and then reevaluate in a couple of weeks, what the plan will be going forward?
Yeah, we'll kind of see as we go. Josie was getting some minutes here and there. Today we weren't really ever in any foul trouble, and we were able to kind of just keep rotating around and keep everybody fresh. And, that's probably the route we'll go for the most part. Kendall Valentine's going to get some minutes and going to play too. She's been gone a little bit here and there, being sick and missing a few things, so we just got to get her back into practice a little bit, and she's going to be in that rotation a little bit too to get us an eighth person to get in and rotate around with now that Josie's out. But we feel really good about those 8, and we got a couple other younger ones that if they keep coming along, we feel like as the year goes, if we need to, we might be able to get them a few minutes here and there too. But we'll kind of keep evaluating on a weekly basis. We're not going to try to guess right now who it's going to be or where it's going to come from. We're just going to keep every week in practice, seeing where we go with things, and who keeps improving and who gives us the best chance to compete when we get to game day.
How important do you think it is? As you commented, not many no foul troubles really today throughout the game. How important do you think that is for a rotation that you're trying to implement? Where you're always trying to keep fresh legs in and out, but you're not having to worry about overextending a certain stint with one player, knowing that right now we have lots of fouls to give and we're not worried about bonus time.
Right. That's every team. Whatever your rotation is, everyone's hoping to stay out of foul trouble. You always have your backup plans for what you got to do if whoever it is in foul trouble, and where your rotation comes from and how you get from one spot to the next. We always have that plan in place, but hopefully the goal is always that we don't have to get into those. Hopefully we can, without those thoughts, we can, mix and match the way we want to, and, find the fit that fits the situation best, and not just have to go with the fit that allows us to put 5 people on the floor.
Now, again, you got a quick turnaround tomorrow, taking on Kearney Catholic at 2 o'clock. Take me through some of the things you're looking to improve upon from this game to tomorrow. Again, a really quick turnaround, so not much time to dissect fully into this game. But what are, again, some of the things that you're looking to improve upon from this game for tomorrow's game?
Our big goal going into every game is to try to play our best game of the year, and that won't be any different tomorrow. We're going to go in and go to Kearney tomorrow and try to play the best game that we've played this year. Very different opponent. Pius plays a lot of pressure man-to-man and plays a certain style, and Kearney Catholic they're going to play a little more zone and different things like that. And every game is incredibly different with the schedule that we play and with the way most people play. So it's not anything necessarily specific from this game to the next. It's looking at tomorrow's game and trying to play the best game we've played so far this year and compete like crazy and give ourselves a chance to win it at the end of the game.
Awesome, Coach. Well, thank you so much. Good luck to you out there tomorrow. I'll see you next week with hopefully a victory on our hands there. That was head coach Tyson Hammond, who got us here for the Quick Stop post-game show. Again, 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop, always open right around the corner. Hey, we're just only a couple of minutes. It just started the 20-minute clock, but we're gaining closer and closer to the start of some boys basketball action. So we'll step aside and take a real quick break. When we come back, we'll have more Quick Stop halftime show. For the conclusion of this girls' game, Bulldogs fall 58-31 when we come back here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, of course, video live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
Here. And don't forget about those wrestlers. But where do we go to catch all the action? Dave's Place. Duh! Pizza, wings, cool drinks, and nightly dinner specials.
Made with fresh dough. Before, during, or after the game, stop by Dave's Place and bring the crew. Our family atmosphere can't be beat.
Dave's Place on East 4th Street in North Platte.
Dine in,
carry out, DoorDash,
or online at davesplacemp.com. Whoop, whoop.
The North Platte Public Schools prepares all students to be productive, responsible citizens in a safe, caring, supporting learning environment with caring staff, engaging curriculum, clean facilities, and updated technology. You can rely on our schools giving your child the tools they need for a successful future. For more information, including enrollment and career opportunities, visit nppsd.org. North Platte Public Schools. Communicate, connect, commit.
The DNN Event Center wishes everyone a great sports season. With North Platte and Nebraska weather, things change quickly and can make our lives a little more difficult. Thank goodness for the DNN. The DNN offers hourly rentals for all types of sports practices, including turf, courts, batting cages, and equipment usage. Call the DNN Event Center to schedule your team's practice times and for more league information for all sports seasons. For over 30 years in our community, for your next event, the DNN Event Center.
Growing up, my parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, "Do the right thing." That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities.
Ask me, Matthew Musselman, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
It's the Quick Stop post-game wrap-up. Quick Stop never closes, with 24 locations open 24 hours a day.
Going back here to the doghouse, North Platte High School, and the girls' team fell to Lincoln Pius, 58-31. Our post-game, of course, brought to you about by Quick Stop. 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop, always open right around the corner. Let's get to some game stats brought to you in part by Skiles Luke Bremer and White CPAs, where they are your partners for the future. Leading the way for the side of the Thunderbolts was Sina Hagedorn. She had 10 total points in today's contest and 3 rebounds. 9 points for Kate Miller, 6 for Macy Eidson, 2 for Ellie Wells. How about we go with 5 for Sarah Iberg? Bulldogs did a good job of containing Sarah Iberg. 7 for Keely Kenobi, 9 for Bryn Sevick, 2 for Natalie Pritchard, and 6 for Hannah Bent. For the side of North Platte High School and the Bulldogs, it was led by, how about Kiki Williams, a season-high 10 points, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Ellie Blakely with 2 total points. She herself had 2 rebounds. 5 rebounds for Avery Zern. She didn't score a quarter bucket in today's game. Addison Euling with 7 points and 3 rebounds. Good effort from Euling. 1 point for Macy Free. She went 1 for 2 from the free throw line. 4 for Abby Kamensky, who hit a 3 in today's contest. And then, of course, Clancy Brown, 7 total points. Not her best shooting night. She went 1 for 6 from the three-point line. 5 rebounds as well. Our Ameriprise Financial Money Player of the Game, of course, is going to go to Kiki Williams. You couldn't have today's game really, I would say, as close, but as pretty productive as it was without Kiki Williams. And she ended up with, again, 10 points, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. When money matters, talk to Marshall Doty, Mark Tillman, and Jacob White, financial advisors with CIO Wealth Strategies, a private wealth advisory practice for Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC in North Platte, Nebraska. Talk to them about all of your professional financial services. Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, member FINRA and SIPC. Well, we're going to step aside and take a break. When we come back, it is boys basketball action here between the Bulldogs of North Platte High School and, of course, Lincoln Pius Thunderbolts here. When we come back, FM 98.1 and 1410, of course, video live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
Start your day with gourmet coffee with Quick Stop's 100% Arabica house blend and Quick Stop's Seattle Buzz coffees. Quick Stop Rewards offering exclusive discounts and fuel rollbacks. Savings up to 15 cents per gallon with Sinclair Dino Pay using your debit or credit card. Quick Stop can refresh with Frazzle Gourmet Slushes and For Real Shakes and Smoothies. Or customize your favorite fountain drink with flavor shots and everyday low prices on your favorite beers.
Always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Sandhills State Bank is a bank for Sandhillers. Families, entrepreneurs, teachers, nonprofits, farmers, nurses, contractors, ranchers, stylists, artists, retailers, professionals, outfitters, restaurateurs, mechanics. It takes all of us to make the Sandhills prosper, and Sandhills State Bank is here to help. Open an account today at sandhillstate.com/open or visit one of our 10 locations across the Sandhills to start growing the Sandhills together. Sandhills State Bank, member FDIC.
Whether you're a weekend warrior, youth, or professional athlete, the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team has you covered. The team includes orthopedic surgeons, athletic trainers, and other healthcare specialists who spend their time at local high school and college sporting events, ensuring that athletes stay as injury-free as possible. In the event of an injury, the team remains committed to returning athletes to competition as quickly and safely as possible.
Contact the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team by calling 308-568-7456.
Buying a car, it's not always the most pleasant experience, but it doesn't have to be that way. 23 years. That's how long Premier Toyota has been in North Platte community, delivering a car buying experience that's friendly, easy, and fun. Check PremierAutoplex.com first, then stop by your lot at 2600 South Willow Street in North Platte. Come see us. Premier Toyota for your next new Toyota or pre-owned vehicle. Premier Toyota at PremierAutoplex.com.
Brad's mind is blown.
Just found out I can add any kind of cheese to my Runza sandwich. Swiss, American, pepper jack.
You're in charge of the cheese.
I'm my own man now.
The big cheese.
Gonna start making my own decisions.
The chief chooser of cheese.
Yes, please.
So much power. Get your next Runza sandwich made to order. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
CT Computer Services in North Platte is your one-stop computer shop, offering PC and Mac repair, in-shop, on-site, or remote services available for your home or business. They also offer PC sales and service of major brands like Lenovo and Dell, new and refurbished units in stock, and even custom-built PCs. Prices for every budget starting at less than $300. CT Computer Services at Phillip and Willow in North Platte, or call 534-3628. CT Computer Services, your IT guy.
Tom plows Runza's parking lot on Temperature Tuesdays.
Take that, Snowdrift. With great horsepower comes great responsibility.
Every Tuesday in January, the temp at 6 a.m. is the price you pay for an original Runza sandwich when you buy fries and a medium drink.
And every Tuesday, the drive-thru will be drivable.
Thanks, Tom. Not all heroes wear capes.
I'm wearing one.
I know. Temperature Tuesdays are back, and Runza makes it all better.
Hoop season is here, and don't forget about those wrestlers. But where do we go to catch all the action? Dave's Place, pizza, wings, cool drinks, and nightly dinner specials.
Made with fresh dough. Before, during, or after the game, stop by Dave's Place and bring the crew. Our family atmosphere can't be beat.
Dave's Place on East 4th Street in North Platte.
Dine in,
carry out, DoorDash,
or online at davesplacemp.com.
Whoop, whoop.
Growing up, my parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, "Do the right thing." That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities.
Find me, Brent Rogo, at 502 East Francis.
Ben is in a sticky situation.
I got so excited for my fresh-baked Runza cinnamon rolls that I forgot to grab a napkin.
Now you got cinnamon roll fingers, and they're so ooey.
And gooey. I can't grab a spoon to dig into my delicious homemade chili.
Maybe you should call for help?
Oh, I'll call my mom. Oh, I've ruined my phone.
Worth it, though. Come get Runza's homemade chili, fresh-baked cinnamon rolls, and a napkin today. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Buying a car, it's not always the most pleasant experience, but it doesn't have to be that way. 23 years. That's how long Premier Toyota has been in North Platte community, delivering a car buying experience that's friendly, easy, and fun. Check PremierAutoplex.com first, then stop by your lot at 2600 South Willow Street in North Platte. Come see us. Premier Toyota for your next new Toyota or pre-owned vehicle. Premier Toyota at PremierAutoplex.com.
The following is a North Platte Post sports presentation. It's time for North Platte High basketball from FM 98.1 and AM 1410. Brought to you in part by Shelter Insurance, The Shelter Insurance guys, Pete Foles and Brent Rogo. Dave's Place and CT Troubleshooters. Another round in River's Edge Golf Course. Premier Toyota and Sandhills State Bank. And also brought to you by Larry's Glass, the D&N Event Center, Great Plains Health, and Great Plains Home Care. Larry's RV, Bill Summers Ford Lincoln Honda Nissan, the North Platte Public Schools, Willow Creek Embroidery, Quick Stop Convenience Stores, and Runza. Video coverage brought to you by Allo Communications. It's time to join the voice of the Dogs courtside with Paxton Gordon.
Well, back here to the Dog House. It is game number 2 action here today. Oh, thank you so much. As North Platte High School boys, oh my goodness, you know, they always say you're not you when you're hungry, as I just got a Snickers bar here. But, of course, North Platte High School and the Bulldogs boys basketball team taking on Lincoln Pius here today. Lincoln Pius so far this season on the boys side, 4-4, but that really doesn't highlight how strong of a roster this is, as Trayson Anderson really is one of, if not the best big men in all of the all of the NSAA boys basketball scene. He is having himself a strong season for the Thunderbolts. Bulldogs currently at the moment sitting at 2-4, currently on a one-game losing streak after falling to Kearney, 91-53 just a couple of days ago. Bulldogs looking to put up a better performance against this Lincoln Pius squad after getting blown out by the Kearney Bearcats earlier this week. You know, it really boils down to defensively, it's tough, you know, because of course Trayson Anderson and a plethora of these, you know, Lincoln Pius Thunderbolts got some height yet again, and that's the one weakness for North Platte is always going to be this season. Height is going to be so tough, but really defensively for them, they just got to do a little bit better job of guarding the perimeter as well as boxing out to get some easy rebounds, or at least get an over-the-back call called on the Thunderbolts if they box out properly. So look for North Platte to do a better job here today in terms of doing that, but it's going to be another tough game for the Bulldogs in terms of what they're going to have to do offensively to get things rolling against a very, very strong Lincoln Pius squad. Probably having one of, if head coach, you know, Jimmy Pack said in the pregame show before the girls game, that one of the toughest schedules of the season so far for the Thunderbolts, and they'll be playing North Platte here today. We'll step aside, take a break here, quick stop pregame show. We'll have more when we come back here, FM 98.1 and 1410, of course, video live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
Hey, looking to start a new career? Larry's Glass in North Platte may just have the position for you, as they have an opening for a glazer. What does this glass glazer do? Installs glass in commercial and residential areas, and you'll be installing windows, doors, showers, mirrors, and so much more dealing with glass. If you've been or had carpenter experience in the past, this position may be just the fit for you. And even if you haven't and you have a certain skill set, Larry's Glass will train. Stop into Larry's Glass on West 5th Street today to apply.
Ben is in a sticky situation.
I got so excited for my fresh-baked Runza cinnamon rolls that I forgot to grab a napkin.
Now you got cinnamon roll fingers, and they're so ooey.
And gooey. I can't grab a spoon to dig into my delicious homemade chili.
Maybe you should call for help?
Oh, I'll call my mom. Oh, I've ruined my phone.
Worth it, though. Come get Runza's homemade chili, fresh-baked cinnamon rolls, and a napkin today. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
The North Platte Public Schools prepares all students to be productive, responsible citizens in a safe, caring, supporting learning environment with caring staff, engaging curriculum, clean facilities, and updated technology. You can rely on our schools giving your child the tools they need for a successful future. For more information, including enrollment and career opportunities, visit nppsd.org. North Platte Public Schools. Communicate, connect, commit.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine too. At Shelter Insurance, Our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized auto, home, and life protection that puts your family first.
See me, Pete Volz, at 501 South Jeffers for a free insurance review.
Are you in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln for your next vehicle. Look online 24/7 at BillSummers.com. Bill Summers is Western Nebraska's leasing headquarters, and they have aggressive financing to get you into the vehicle you've been dreaming of. Check out all the inventory at BillSummers.com anytime. Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln, where families are our business. Highway 83 and Walker Road in North Platte, and online 24/7 at BillSummers.com.
This is the Bulldog Pregame Show from FM 98.1 and 1410 AM. Presented by Quick Stop. Always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Welcome back here, Quick Stop Pregame Show. 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop, always open right around the corner. North Platte High School taking on Lincoln Pius in some basketball action here today. Boys basketball for North Platte High School currently sitting at 2-4 in a one-game losing streak. Lincoln Pius is currently sitting at 4-4 overall this year, while probably playing one of, if not the toughest schedules in the Class A, playing some of the toughest teams right out the gate. But North Platte will have itself yet again another challenge as it tries to guard one of, if not the best big men here in Nebraska, Trayson Anderson. Of course, as we saw last year for Lincoln Pius, somebody who's just been slowly but steadily making their way up the chain for the Thunderbolts to where he is right now, probably one of the best, if not the best big men in all of not only Class A competition, but in all of the NSAA basketball scene. So interesting to see how North Platte's going to handle Trayson Anderson here today, but you can't always focus on Trayson Anderson, as this squad for the side of the Thunderbolts is just super well coached and well put together. They have threats all over the perimeter that will cause some trouble for North Platte if they're not on their A game. And, you know, against Kearney a couple of days ago, I thought Bulldogs played a really good game. It was just, you know, some of the shots that the Bearcats were making were just laughably insane because Bulldogs were defensively smothering them, but were just unable to really convert any of that smothering into, you know, a good deficit, but altering of the shots because they were just so good. Those players were for Kearney and the shots they were making. But Bulldogs going to have that game kind of go out of their mind as they get ready here for today's competition. Yet again, another strong school in Lincoln Pius. Again, Quick Stop pregame show, 27 locations, open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop, always open right around the corner, as some of the old alumni for the Bulldogs here today. Saw Carter Kelly alongside Daniel Shea a couple of days ago. Of course, saw Caleb. We saw Kincaid here. So a lot of people coming to see the Bulldogs here in action today. But we'll step aside and we'll take a real quick break. We come back. We'll have our Double Dips Ice Creamery starting lineup when we come back here. FM 98.1 and 1410. Of course, via live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
Yeah, and don't forget about those wrestlers. But where do we go to catch all the action? Dave's Place. Duh! Pizza, wings, cool drinks, and nightly dinner specials.
Made with fresh dough. Before, during, or after the game, stop by Dave's Place and bring the crew. Our family atmosphere can't be beat.
Dave's Place on East 4th Street in North Platte.
Dine in,
carry out, DoorDash,
or online at davesplacemp.com.
Whoop, whoop.
Whether you're a weekend warrior, youth, or professional athlete, the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team has you covered. The team includes orthopedic surgeons, athletic trainers, and other healthcare specialists who spend their time at local high school and college sporting events, ensuring that athletes stay as injury-free as possible. In the event of an injury, the team remains committed to returning athletes to competition as quickly and safely as possible.
Contact the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team by calling 308-568-7456.
Sandhill State Bank is a bank for Sandhillers. Families, entrepreneurs, teachers, nonprofits, farmers, nurses, contractors, ranchers, stylists, artists, retailers, professionals, outfitters, restaurateurs, mechanics. It takes all of us to make the Sandhills prosper, and Sandhill State Bank is here to help. Open an account today at sandhillstate.com/open or visit one of our 10 locations across the Sandhills to start growing the Sandhills together. Sandhills State Bank. Member FDIC.
Brad's mind is blown.
Just found out I can add any kind of cheese to my Runza sandwich. Swiss, American, pepper jack.
You're in charge of the cheese.
I'm my own man now.
The big cheese.
Gonna start making my own decisions.
The chief chooser of cheese.
Yes, please.
So much power. Get your next Runza sandwich made to order. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Are you in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln for your next vehicle. Look online 24/7 at BillSummers.com. Bill Summers is Western Nebraska's leasing headquarters, and they have aggressive financing to get you into the vehicle you've been dreaming of. Check out all the inventory at BillSummers.com anytime. Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln, where families are our business. Highway 83 and Walker Road in North Platte, and online 24/7 at BillSummers.com.
Growing up, my parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, "Do the right thing." That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities.
Find me, Brent Rogo, at 502 East Francis.
I'm Jared Remus with Jerry Remus Chevrolet of North Platte. The Bulldogs play here on FM 98.1 and 1410 AM KOOQ AM North Platte. We've got the keys to your new car.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse. North Platte High School taking on Lincoln Pius and the Thunderbolts. It is time for our Double Dips Ice Creamery starting lineup here. Double Dips Ice Creamery in the Store Canteen District in North Platte offers 24 plus different flavors of hand-dipped ice cream served in a variety of ways. We'll start on the side of the Thunderbolts of Lincoln Pius. Kellen Hum, the senior 6-foot-tall guard, gets the start alongside Adam Searcy, the 6-foot-tall senior. He'll also get the start. Drew Drake, the 5'11 senior, alongside Aiden Brass, the 6'4 senior. And then, of course, one of the best bigs in all of Nebraska, Trayson Anderson, gets the start here today. 6'10 senior, also on the side of Lincoln Pius. For North Platte High School, as always, Jackson Polk, the 5'10 senior, gets to start today alongside Lance Gifford, 6'3 once more senior. He'll be starting alongside Jackson Polk. How about Caden Jonason, the 5'9 junior at point guard, gets the start. And then, of course, as always with them, it's going to be Landon O'Brien getting this. Actually, correction, it was normally Landon O'Brien getting the start, but Eli Broman, the 6-foot-tall junior, gets the start alongside as well Jesse Mock, the 6'3 senior. He'll get the start alongside Broman as well. So, first start of the season for Eli Broman. Of course, we all know Jesse Mock, the perennial starter here for North Platte, as Broman again getting the start for Landon O'Brien, who is still suited up, which is good to see. I was always worried about that with the injury bug kind of going around a little bit, because we know Josie Douglas done for at least 8 weeks for the Bulldogs after injuring her fibula. I think I remember they said his fibula, so that's tough to see. But here we go. Lance Gifford getting the jump against Trayson Anderson and the Thunderbolts. That's going to be the big matchup today. How are the Bulldogs going to be able to limit Anderson as well as create their opportunities down low? As we know, this team primarily does a much better job inside the paint than they do the perimeter, as that one's easily won by the Thunderbolts. And here we go with it. Hump to the near side. Some great passing for the Thunderbolts. Down low to Anderson. Double teaming already. How about Drew Drake for 3? That's off the mark and rebounded there by Jesse Mock. So already can see what the Bulldogs are planning on doing here against the Thunderbolts, and that's a quick 2-man double team. Anderson, anytime he gets the basketball, has Mock into the lane. Huff for the layup. No good. Anderson will collect that rebound. He was looking for the foul. No good. Far side with it now. Searcy will pass it to Anderson. Now, how about the 3 from 1? Kellen Hum, no good. Rebounded there by Aiden Brass. Hum, one of the better three-point shooters for the side of the Thunderbolts. As another rebound goes the way. Trayson Anderson driving. Searcy kicking it. Stolen away there. Great tip by Lance Gifford and picked up by Eli Broman. Still nothing the score here between these two teams. 7:03 left to go in this first quarter. Jonasson with the basketball, guarded by Drake. Now Mock on the far side, guarded by Brass. Gets a screen. He'll drive in, pivot around, and he'll fade with it. No good, and that's rebounded there by Kellen Hum. As up the court, Adam Searcy has it. Back to Hum. He'll pull up for a transition three. Whoa, airballed it. No good. Last touched by the Thunderbolts. Bulldogs so far doing a good job of limiting this Lincoln Pius team, but also a little bit lucky that some of the shots haven't fallen through. Jonasson with it. Behind the back move, but will pull it back and allow the offense to reset. Jackson Polk with it. He drives, pivots, and kicks to Jonasson, who has it stolen away there up the court now with it. Kellen Hum one-on-one with Broman, and it falls in for the first 2 points. Kellen Hum will pick it up for the Thunderbolts, and it's 2-0 as Jonasson lost the basketball for a second, but still has it. Now Broman, and the offense will step back up. North Platte High School. Gifford, top of the three-point line to Mock. Mock pivots around, looking for some help, now passes it, out of the reach of Jackson Polk, his intended target, who was cutting back up the court. Mock was expecting him to stand where he was, and that's thrown out of bounds. Turnover for North Platte, as now up with it comes Drew Drake. The Thunderbolts, Searcy, now to Hum with it. Some good perimeter passing to break down this man defense from North Platte. Brass into the lane, up over Eli Broman. First 2 points for Aiden Brass, and with that, it's a 4-0 lead for the Thunderbolts. As up the court, Jonasson taking it all the way back to Gifford now, far side wing. As he'll calm it down and let the offense reset up, as now checking in comes Landon O'Brien for North Platte. Mock penetrates into the lane, Huff for the shot. Hey, hits it with the foul. Jesse Mock, his first 2 points today, and he draws the foul, as that's Aiden Brass's first foul. And with that, Jesse Mock goes to the free throw line to shoot, as Jonasson will check out. Checking in comes, of course, Landon O'Brien. Out goes Aiden Brass alongside Adam Searcy. Checking in comes Mike Haith, as well as Parker Kelly. 4-2 lead for Lincoln Pius with 5:30 left to go in the first quarter. Mock attempts his first free throw, and he nails it. It's a 4-3 lead now for the side of Lincoln Pius. 3 points for Mock. Now full court press for North Platte. Anderson with it. Cross court to the near side. Driving with it was Kelly. 3 on the way from one. Parker Hum, no good. From Kellen Hum, no good. Anderson will collect his third rebound. Hum again. That time he's going to nail it from Kellen Hum. One of the best three-point shooters on this Pius squad. He hits it there in his second time as Mock now with it. Behind the back move, and he'll slow the offense down. To stay that, Broman down low to Polk. Polk kicking it. He thought about kicking it to Landon O'Brien. Again, Bryan was cutting as Polk was swinging it around to where his previous location was, and that's another turnover for North Platte. 7-3. Looking a little different from the turnovers offensively against Kearney last time out. They just looked antsy. This time, just not really anticipating the movement of that. As that one, though, is stolen following a pass that was broken up, intended for Mike Haith. Broman, far side wing with it now, looks for help, finds Gifford. Lance Gifford drives into the lane, hops, goes up for the layup, and he nails it. Lance Gifford, his first 2 points. Love to see him get a little more aggressive after he struggled really to find a clean rhythm against Kearney last time out. The hop step, short, no good, but another rebound there by Trayson Anderson, and he'll nail his first 2 points. That's going to be a matchup to watch for North Platte, is how can they deal with Trayson Anderson. Now O'Brien on the fast break with it, slows it down and looks for some help. In a double team now, throws it to Mock, and he's able to pick it up. Mock driving around the perimeter, passing it. Polk has it. He drives into the paint. He lost the basketball, but Lance Gifford has it. 18 on the shot clock as he kicks. Another kick. How about Jesse Mock for 3? Hey, nails it! Jesse Mock's got 6 points. And now it's only a 1-point lead for Lincoln Pius. Exactly what the doctor ordered. Kellen Hum on the way. No good for his shot as Eli Broman rebounds it. And now here comes North Platte looking to gain its first lead today as Gifford has it. Slow in the lane. He'll pull up another three. Jesse Mock, how about it? He's 2 for 2 from the three-point line. He's got a quick 9 points, and it's 11-9, the lead for North Platte High School. Of course, we know Jesse Mock fouled out in the Kearney game on a technical, so we really didn't see him much that entire game, as I'd say a three on the way. Nailed by Parker Kelly. And just like that, Pius retakes the lead, but Jesse Mock coming out right now with a vengeance to try to make up for that last game against the Bearcats. Mock now with it. Again, team high 9 points. Gifford, he'll pull up for three. That looks good. Oh, short on the front iron and rebounded there by Parker Kelly. Up the court with it now comes Kelly. Back over it goes. Down low to Anderson. Up in the air. He'll collect it, and he'll go for a nice, easy turnaround bucket. Bulldogs double teaming Trayson Anderson, and he'll get the point. It's now 14-11. Gifford now with it. Looks to drive on in, but he'll kick it to Broman on the far side wing. Broman asks for a screen. Oh, he lost the basketball for a second. It's last tipped out of bounds by Parker Kelly. Adam Searcy checks back in alongside Alex Weber. Caden Jonason subs in for Jackson Polk. 2:20 left to go in this first quarter. A 14-11 lead for North Platte High School. Mock tries to get it to Gifford, but it's tipped out of bounds, last touched by Kellen Hum. So now underneath the basket will be Gifford looking to trigger in a play. Trailing by 3, 14-11. Gifford finds O'Brien. O'Brien thought about it and is driving baseline. Kicks it back to Mock. Mock pulls up for three. 3 for 3. He's on fire, Jesse Mock. 12 points, another three. He's 3 for 3, and we're all tied up. 14-14. Uh-oh, Kellen Hum open again for three, and he makes North Platte pay. 8 points for a Hum, and just like that, back to a 3-point lead in favor of Lincoln Pius. O'Brien will get across the half-court line offensively and pick his dribble up. Throws it back to Broman. Broman with it, looking to hand it off, will hand it to Jonason. Jonason guarded there by Weber. Looking for a screen or some help. The handoff to Broman. Broman to Mock. Mock pumps. He'll pull up for another shot. He's on absolute muy en fuego right now. Jesse Mock. He's got 16 here in this. Unbelievable in this first quarter. As a three on the way, no good. Tipped again and rebounded by Eli Broman. How about Jesse Mock? So far has 15 points for North Platte High School. Uh-oh, still on the other side by Parker Kelly, and a bucket and a foul from Lance Gifford. First for Gifford with the bucket being made by Kelly, but how about Jesse Mock? Already in this ball game. Got 15 points. Leading scorer for North Platte as Gifford will go to the bench, and checking in comes Ian Cowdy. North Platte as that free throw from Parker Kelly will be nailed. He's got 4 points, and it's 20-17 the lead now with 57 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. O'Brien trying to get past his defender, no good. Into the lane, Jonason's floater. It takes a nice bounce in. Caden Jonason with his first 2 points today, and that pushes the lead to Lincoln Pius to only one, 20-19. 39 seconds left to go. Searcy with it, guarded by Mock. He'll drive baseline into a double team. Kicks it back out. Around the perimeter we go with it now. Here's Mike Haith for three, no good. Jonason with the rebound. Here comes North Platte the other way with it. 25 seconds, no shot clock. Looking to get the final shot of this corner. Oh, Jonason lost the basketball for a second. He'll float it again, and he'll make it. After losing the basketball for half a second, Caden Jonason with a beautiful floater puts North Platte up by 1. No travel call as now driving in comes Searcy. Kicking it down low to Brass. Brass's shot up, and it's good. Aiden Brass, 4 points as that first quarter will come to an end. North Platte, though, trails by 1 after an impressive opening stint from Jesse Mock, who's got 15 points, 22-21 when we come back here. FM 98.1, AM 1410, of course, video live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
drop the kids off. I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Ask me, Matthew Musselman, about Shelter Life Insurance coverage options.
Your health is nothing to fool with. That's why when supplies are important, you should trust no one but the best. Great Plains Home Care Equipment features full home care outfits. All of the items you or your loved one will need for rehabilitation, including oxygen and respiratory equipment, whether it's for staying at home or for moving around. Great Plains Home Care Equipment, 600 East Francis Street, Suite 6 in North Platte.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
North Platte Post Sports.
Well, back here to the start of the second quarter, North Platte High School currently at the moment leading Lincoln Pius and the trailing. I got excited there. That's just how awesome this first quarter has been. Trailing Lincoln Pius just by 1 point, 22-21. Again, our timeouts brought to you in part by Kevin McGann in the Fortify Group. You can check out Kevin McGann in the Fortify Group at his new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. 7:50 left to go here in this second quarter. Again, Bulldogs trailing by 1, 22-21. Jesse Mock has 15 points, perfect from the three-point line. Today's contest so far, O'Brien pumps and he'll drive and spin. Needs some help, kicks it back to Mock with 13 on the shot clock. Mock guarded by Searcy. Drives, kicks it to Jonason. Jonason with 7 seconds, fades, short. He'll tip it out there and fought for. Last tipped out of bounds. Should be North Platte ball. Should be North Platte ball, and they're going to point it to Lincoln Pius instead. But Jonason almost came up with that rebound, just a smidge too short. And with that, Thunderbolts will take over. Thank you again to our sponsors for today's game. Dave's Place, pizza and wings. You'll find out about their Pizza of the Month, wing specials, and more. 1510 East 4th Street. I love me some Dave's Place right now. Some wings sound really good. Anderson will cross-court to the near side here with Alex Webb for three, and he nails it. Alex Weber with his first three today, 25-21, as Lance Gifford now looks to check in. Bulldogs overextended defensively in their zone and allowed Weber to be open for three as a foul's going to be called on Aiden Brass, it looks like. Nope, they'll call that on Alex Weber, his first. And with 6:59, Landon O'Brien checks out and Lance Gifford checks in. Okay, North Platte trailing now 25-21 here in quarter number 2. Near side, Eli Broman with it. Broman dribbles around the perimeter, guarded by Anderson. To Jesse Mock here on the near side corner. Mock pulls up for three. Oh, he's short just by a little bit, and it's rebounded there by Mike Haith. Haith up the court with it. He'll drive, looking to go coast to coast. No good. Anderson, strong rebound. Ooh, tipped away by Eli Broman. Fought for and picked up by Ian Cowdy, and he's in some trouble. He's able to dribble out and find Jesse Mock, and then tipped away by Adam Searcy. But the Bulldogs retain possession as Broman checks out. Great play from Broman to steal it away from Trayson Anderson. Now the Bulldogs will inbound it with Jackson Polk subbing in for Broman. Up the court with it comes Polk. Polk around the perimeter finds Gifford. Guarded by Brass. Gifford drives in the baseline into a triple team. He'll float it way over Floaton. It's rebounded by Haith, his second. It's Mike Haith now up the court with it. He'll stop and pass it to Brass. Brass will drive in. Down low, great pass to Anderson, and he'll get his third bucket. 6 points for Trayson Anderson as Drew Drake, likes to check. Will be checking in for the Thunderbolts. Polk to Cowdy for three, off the mark. He airballed it, rebounded there by Aiden Brass as Anderson down low, spinning, and Gifford had to foul him. As that's now the second foul for Lance Gifford here in this second quarter. As now looking to check in, Carter Dishman was expecting this adjustment to be made relatively soon with how much so far Trayson Anderson has been doing down low in the paint. Is checking in Kellen Hum alongside Drew Drake. Cowdy checks out, and it's Carter Dishman checking in for North Platte. At least some height to take on Trayson Anderson. If we've not height, some good physical weight and muscle to try to back down Anderson, as his next free throw will land in there. So Trayson Anderson, 1 for 2, 7 points. And with that, it's a 28-21 lead for the Thunderbolts. Polk with the basketball, guarded by Drew Drake. Now it's Jonasson, guarded by Hump, crosses over, behind the back, looks for some help and finds Jackson Polk. He'll get a screen and drive, but spin it around, kicks it to Jesse Mock, who now will drive into the paint. You guys go to float it and does it. Jesse Mock with 17 points. 28-23 now. What a game for Jesse Mock. As down low, it's Anderson. Great defense from Dishman, backing him up. The shot, that just shows you after some good defense from Carter Dishman not to foul Anderson. Anderson, though, leans one way, gets Dishman the lead with them, and then just spins out of it and gets a bucket. 9 points for Trayson Anderson. It's 30-23. Polk, pick his dribble up, get it to Gifford, guarded by Brass. Gifford spinning into the lane, floats it, takes a bad bounce off the rim, and there's Kellen Hum to rebound it. And now up the float to Anderson, down low in a double team. He lost the basketball off his knee. That's a turnover for the side of Lincoln Pius. As there was Carter Dishman defensively there to get the stop. And now up the court with it comes Jackson Polk. 4:30 left to go here in the second quarter. 30-23 lead in favor of Lincoln Pius. Jonasson gets a screen. He runs baseline free and will pull up from around 9 out. No good, as Adam Searcy will collect the rebound and up the court. Hump back to Drew Drake. Drake crosses, lost the ball for a second and finds Anderson. Great defense from Jonasson. It's now with it. Kellen Hump. Hump into the lane, backing Polk down. Back to Searcy. His shot off the mark, and it's rebounded there by Carter Dishman, who will pick up his first rebound today, and the Bulldogs will slow the offense down here. It's again trailing just by 7. Gifford with it. Now to Mock. He's out of his hands just a little bit, but he'll pick it up at the logo. And the offense sets back up. Mock to Gifford here on the near side wing. Gifford spinning, going into a splitting double team. He'll lose the basketball, but it's last touched out of bounds by a Thunderbolt as Mike Haith and then Cole Randall check in as Eli Broman now checks in for Jonasson. Searcy and Aiden Brass check out. Gifford was looking for a foul call on that play, but won't get it. Again, 30-23 the lead for the Thunderbolts. Broman at the logo, steps back to clear space. Get a screen, but won't take it. Hands it to Gifford, 6 on the shot clock. Gifford with 4, hands it to Polk with 2 seconds. Polk can't get anything going. Gifford probably should have taken advantage and tried to push the offensive possession there, but handed it to Jackson Polk with only 5 seconds and nothing Polk could do with it, and that's a turnover on the shot clock violation for North Platte. Hum. Now Haith on the near side, guarded by Broman, will drive on in at the free throw line. Goes the other way. The shot, it's up from Mike Haith. His first 2 points, and with that, 32-23 the lead, the largest of it today. 29 at 9 points. Dishman down low, looking for some help. Now going to pass it to a cutting Gifford. Great pass from Dishman, but nothing doing there. Broman now has it, 19 on the shot clock. Hands it back to Carter Dishman. Goes in on Anderson. Cross courts it. How about Jackson Polk for 3? Oh, it just rims in and out, and there's a rebound for Mike Haith. His third. Beautiful look from Polk, and an even beautifuler pass from Carter Dishman. So Anderson now has it, and Dishman up, and he goes through him. And that's just Trayson Anderson using his skill to get past the much more physical Carter Dishman. And it's 34-23. As a timeout's going to be called by head coach Jimmy Pack, and with that, we'll step aside and take a timeout. Bulldogs, after a strong start in the first quarter, now trail 34-23 when we come back here at FM 98.1 and 1410 and video live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
But it doesn't have to be that way. 23 years. That's how long Premier Toyota has been in North Platte community, delivering a car buying experience that's friendly, easy, and fun. check PremierAutoplex.com first, then stop by your lot at 2600 South Willow Street in North Platte. Come see us. Premier Toyota for your next new Toyota or pre-owned vehicle. Premier Toyota at PremierAutoplex.com.
PuroClean of North Platte delivers fast water, mold, and fire damage restoration services to the North Platte area. PuroClean knows how challenging those times can be to you and to your family. Their Nebraska-based experts have a winning, reliable combination of training and equipment partnerships. Local, fast service in the North Platte area. Their average on-site time is 60 minutes, and they'll coordinate with your local insurance provider. Give PuroClean a call now at 1-800-775-7876 and schedule a visit from a member of the team at PuroClean in North Platte.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse, FM 98.1 AM 1410, of course, video live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com. It's currently a 34-23 lead in favor of Lincoln Pius and the Thunderbolts, as that one's almost turned over, and it is going to be turned over after a bad inbounds pass as Anderson gets it down low to Mike Haith. No good as that. Jackson Polk on the other side stealing it away. He's going to bat it. Oh, no, it doesn't get out of bounds. Oh, and posterizing. Mike Haith picks up his 4th point. Posters, I believe that's Jackson Polk, and with that, it's 36-23 now. Polk finds Jesse Mock with it. And thank you to our timeouts today. Kevin McGann in the 4-5 group. You can check out Kevin McGann in the 4-5 group. His new location, 621 South Dewey, Sweet B. 19 points for Jesse Mock. Collects his own miss, and it's 36-25 now. Also, thank you to our sponsors for today's game, Sand Hills State Bank. Most committed brand and banking. Locations in North Platte, Ogallala, Grant, and many more. Head to sandhillstate.com for a full list of services and location. As Carter Dishman gets called for the fouls. He was trying to block the shot of Adam Searcy. It's first for Dishman. In good position, but just overextended a little bit as Landon O'Brien as well as Caden Jonason look to check in for the Bulldogs with 1:24 left to go before halftime. Get Adam Searcy to the line. He'll miss that first one, so he's 0 for 1 today. As out comes Dishman and Jesse Mock, and Mock leading score from either side with 19 points so far. 1:24 left to go before halftime. So Mock will get some rest, and it's up to the Bulldogs offense to see what kind of production they can produce without their leading scorer as Kellen Hum looks to check in. That one put back by Trayson Anderson. Extends to get the rebound and puts it back. It's 38-25 now. Polk into the lane, has it stolen away by Trayson Anderson, and here come the Thunderbolts the other way. Down it goes. Oh, my good heavens, and they're going to call a block on Caden Jonason. That looked like he had his feet planted, and instead will be called for the block. His first foul and the third team foul as Trayson Anderson comes out alongside Cole Randall. Kellen Hum checks in, and Parker Kelly and Alex Weber as well. 3 on the way is nailed by Parker Kelly. 7 points for Kelly, and now it's a 41-25 lead. O'Brien on the baseline with it. Kicking it to Gifford. Gifford spinning, going up for the shot, and a foul will be called on Alex Weber, I believe, after the reach-in. Yep, they will call it on Weber. That's his second foul. And the second team foul today, it's 41-25. Gifford, for the first time today, will go to the free throw line. He has 2 points in today's contest. He'll fire his first. He'll nail that one, so the gift monster himself has got 1 point on this attempt. He's got 3 total. 26 now, the total points for North Platte here in this game, 41-26. Gifford fires. He'll nail the second. He's 2 for 2 on this journey. 41-27 now. 52 seconds before halftime. North Platte trying to find one stop and one big bucket to at least cut it to 10. 3 on the way from Weber, and he nails yet again another one. 6 points for Alex Weber. With that 44-27 now the lead. Gifford with it. Drives around the perimeter, kicks it to O'Brien on the baseline. He'll pull up from around 16 out. Takes a bad bounce as Mike Haith rebounds it, and he'll take it up the court. Haith hands it off to Hump. He'll pull up for 3. Oh, that one takes a bad bounce. No good, as here's Jackson Polk with it. Up the court he goes. Polk drives on in. Hop-stepping. Up for the layup. Overshoots it. Broman with a great rebound and a foul called on Kellen Hum. Went for the steal and instead fouls Broman. As now here comes Trayson Anderson to check in alongside Jesse Mock. So out goes Broman with 8.7 seconds left. North Platte will have an inbounds underneath the bucket with Jesse Mock. 8.7 left to go before halftime. Mock throwing it way back to Jonason. 7 seconds. Mock pumps, lost the basketball, but it's last touched out of bounds by Adam Searcy. So there's 3.9 seconds left. So Bulldogs need to draw up a play to get Mock open. He is their hottest hand at the moment with 19 points. Broman has it. Landon O'Brien has it. He'll float it. Takes a bad bounce. Trayson Anderson will rebound it for his 5th rebound, and we'll go into halftime with Lincoln Pius leading this one 22-44. And, once again, I feel like a broken record when I talk about North Platte High School boys basketball at the moment. I thought as a whole, again, another solid quarter offensively from the Bulldogs, really leveraged by the 19 points from Jesse Mock, but they really needed all of those 19 points from Mock to at least stay in this game. But once again, the shortcomings of this team have been their defense, whether it be the help side defense allowing a wide open player to shoot a 3, or really the slow closeout. Because with the way they have to play right now, with Trayson Anderson being down low, they're forced to double, which then is relying that the help side defender is at least close enough to contest a 3. And so far today, that has not been the case. There's been a plethora of people making 3s. Parker Kelly has 1 3. Of course, Kellen Hum has 2 3s. Alex Weber's got 2 3s. Aiden Brass doesn't have a 3, and neither does one Trayson Anderson. But the 3s once again are being hit at a high clip this time for Lincoln Pius, and that is where we've gotten to this point right now, where they lead 44-27 over North Platte High School at the half. With that, we'll step aside and we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have our Quick Stop halftime show right here, FM 98.1 AM 1410, of course, video live streaming, northplattepost.com.
Al's Runza's parking lot on Temperature Tuesdays.
Take that, Snowdrift. With great horsepower comes great responsibility.
Every Tuesday in January, the temp at 6 a.m. is the price you pay for an original Runza sandwich when you buy fries and a medium drink.
And every Tuesday, the drive-thru will be drivable.
Thanks, Tom. Not all heroes wear capes.
I'm wearing one.
I know. Temperature Tuesdays are back, and Runza makes it all better.
Experience the beauty of downtown North Platte and enjoy lunch or dinner at the Cedar Room. The Cedar Room is an unparalleled restaurant experience with this unique atmosphere where modern meets rustic. Enjoy a handcrafted cocktail made with the freshest ingredients by a master mixologist while dining from their delicious American fusion cuisine menu. Make a reservation by calling 308-532-4825 or reserve online at thecedarroomne.com. The Cedar Room, 505 North Dewey in beautiful downtown North Platte.
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe in a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
Find me, Brent Rogo, at 502 East Francis.
Sandhills State Bank is a bank for Sandhillers. Families, entrepreneurs, teachers, nonprofits, farmers, nurses, contractors, ranchers, stylists, artists, retailers, professionals, outfitters, restaurateurs, mechanics. It takes all of us to make the Sandhills prosper, and Sandhills State Bank is here to help. Open an account today at sandhillstate.com/open or visit one of our 10 locations across the Sandhills to start growing the Sandhills together. Sandhills State Bank, member FDIC.
Can you feel it? The feeling of starting something new. The feeling of success. At Mid-Plains Community College, our instructors are ready and willing to support you on every step of your educational journey. Whether you're just starting out or changing careers, MPCC can help you transform your future. Learn more by visiting our website at npcc.edu. That's npcc.edu.
Brad's mind is blown.
Just found out I can add any kind of cheese to my Runza sandwich. Swiss, American, pepper jack.
You're in charge of the cheese.
I'm my own man now.
The big cheese.
Gonna start making my own decisions.
The chief chooser of cheese.
Yes, please.
So much power. Get your next Runza sandwich made to order. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Your health is nothing to fool with. That's why when supplies are important, you should trust no one but the best. Great Plains Home Care Equipment features full home care outfits. All of the items you or your loved one will need for rehabilitation, including oxygen and respiratory equipment, whether it's for staying at home or for moving around. Great Plains Home Care Equipment, 600 East Francis Street, Suite 6 in North Platte.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
I'm Jared Remus with Jerry Remus Chevrolet of North Platte. The Bulldogs play here on FM 98.1 and 1410 AM KOOQ AM North Platte. We've got the keys to your new car.
North Platte Post Sports.
Well, back here to the Dog House. North Platte High School currently trailing Lincoln Pius in the Thunderbolts 44-27. Again, our Quick Stop halftime show. 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop always open right around the corner. You know, oh man, I just feel like a broken record at this point, as I said earlier. But man, I just thought another good half from the Bulldogs. You know, they had a couple of turnovers, you know, a handful, nothing too extreme to start the game off. But really, offensively, I like what I've been seeing in terms of the ball movement. But also just helps that the hot hand, Jesse Mock, is having himself a career night so far to start this game. 19 points in the first half off of perfect up to the second quarter. His last shot perfect from the three-point line. I think he had 4 3-pointers. So he's 4 for 5 today already in today's game, and he was a huge reason why the Bulldogs were able to at least keep in touching distance between Lincoln Pius. But yet again, you know, it's tough to be able to get into a shooting battle with a team like Lincoln Pius that has just as good of three-point shooters, and it's tough when you also can't stop the pressure down low from Trayson Anderson, who has 13 total points, a team high for the side of Lincoln Pius, and because of that, they eked out a pretty substantial, a nice comfortable lead towards the back half of the second quarter, leading now 44-27. Let's get into our stats here, provided by Skiles Loop Bremer and White CPAs, where they are your partners for the future. On the side, of course, of Lincoln Pius, led by Trayson Anderson, 13 total points. He's 1 for 2 from the free throw line with 3 rebounds. Second up is Kellen Hum. He's got 8 points alongside a pair of threes as well. He's 2 rebounds to his name. 4 points for Mike Haith, as well as a poster dunk for his 4th point. He's got 4 rebounds. 7 points for Parker Kelly and a 3. Alex Weber with 6 points. He's 2 3-pointers to his name, and then Aiden Brass with 4 as well. On the side of North Platte High School, it's led by Jesse Mock with his 19 points. 4 for 5 from the three-point line. He's got 2 rebounds to his name. 4 points for Lance Gifford, 4 for Caden Jonasson, and that is the overall scoring for North Platte High School here in today's ball game. Well, that'll do it here for our Quick Stop halftime show. Of course, when we come back, we will have second half coverage right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and of course, as always, video live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
Thanks for listening to the Quick Stop Halftime Show. Second half action is next on FM 98.1.
CT Computer Services in North Platte is your one-stop computer shop, offering PC and Mac repair, in-shop, on-site, or remote services available for your home or business. They also offer PC sales and service of major brands like Lenovo and Dell, new and refurbished units in stock, and even custom-built PCs. Prices for every budget starting at less than $300. CT Computer Services at Phillip and Willow in North Platte, or call 534-3628. CT Computer Services, your IT guys.
Tom plows Runza's parking lot on Temperature Tuesdays.
Take that, Snowdrift. With great horsepower comes great responsibility.
Every Tuesday in January, the temp at 6 a.m. is the price you pay for an original Runza sandwich when you buy fries and a medium drink.
And every Tuesday, the drive-thru will be drivable.
Thanks, Tom. Not all heroes wear capes.
I'm wearing one.
I know. Temperature Tuesdays are back, and Runza makes it all better.
Sandhill State Bank is a bank for Sandhillers. Families, entrepreneurs, teachers, nonprofits, farmers, nurses, contractors, ranchers, stylists, artists, retailers, professionals, outfitters, restaurateurs, mechanics. It takes all of us to make the Sandhills prosper, and Sandhill State Bank is here to help. Open an account today at sandhillstate.com/open or visit one of our 10 locations across the Sandhills to start growing the Sandhills together. Sandhill State Bank, member FDIC.
Are you in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln for your next vehicle. Look online 24/7 at BillSummers.com. Bill Summers is Western Nebraska's leasing headquarters, and they have aggressive financing to get you into the vehicle you've been dreaming of. Check out all the inventory at BillSummers.com anytime. Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln, where families are our business. Highway 83 and Walker Road in North Platte, and online 24/7 at BillSummers.com.
North Platte Post Sports.
Going back here to the doghouse, start of the third quarter. North Platte High School currently trailing Lincoln Pius and the Thunderbolts 44-27 after a poor start to the first possession for the Thunderbolts. They turn it over thanks to Caden Jonason. How will North Platte respond again? Down 44-27. Our timeout's brought to you in part by Kevin McCann and the Fortify Group. You can check out Kevin McCann and the Fortify Group. His new location, 621 South Dewey. Sweet B is that shot from Caden Jonason off the mark. Aiden Brass with the rebound. Also, thank you to our halftime sponsor, Quick Stop. 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop always open right around the quarter. Adam Searcy now drifting three. He'll nail it. There's his first 3 points today for the Thunderbolts, and they'll start off this quarter with a three-pointer. They're up 20 now, 47-27. Gifford kicks. How about the second time for Jonason? Caden Jonason for three. He's got 7 now. Missed on his first three-pointer, but came back and nails the second time as it's now, again, a 17-point lead, 47-30. How about a three from Kellen Hum off the mark? And rebounded there by Gifford. Jonason got his hand on it, and Gifford collects the rebound. His first rebound. Now Jackson Polk has it as the Bulldogs will set things up. Broman get a screen and pass it back to Jonason. Jonason to Mock. Far side corner. He'll fire a three. Oh, a little short and off the mark as Trayson Anderson will collect the rebound, and now here comes Drew Drake. Near side. Brass goes baseline. Kicks it. Anderson will throw it down. Tough stuff when you leave Trayson Anderson wide open for his 15th point. They tried to collapse on the baseline. The Bulldog defense did as the official thought they heard a timeout from the Bulldog bench, but none was called, so we'll have an inbounds now as the back it goes to Jonason. But again, when you're trying to double team the baseline, it's just free to leave Trayson Anderson wide open in the paint, and he just throws it down. Gifford with 6:14 left in the third has it. Oh, finds Jesse Mock after Jonason went cutting. Basketball's out of his reach. Now Broman with 10 seconds with it. Back to Jackson Polk, 9 seconds. The kick to Gifford, 7 seconds. Gifford lost the basketball, 4 seconds. Has to throw up a contested three. Way off the mark and rebounded by Trayson Anderson. Not a good stint offensively that time around. Kellen Hum, corner three. Oh, and a putback by Trayson Anderson. 8 rebounds and 17 points. It's starting to fall apart. This time a timeout called by head coach Jimmy Pack. After a tough start to this third quarter, Bulldogs now trailing this one 51-30. When we come back here to the Doghouse, FM 98.1 and 1410, of course, video live streaming NorthPlatte.com.
Sandhill State Bank is a bank for Sandhillers. Families, entrepreneurs, teachers, nonprofits, farmers, nurses, contractors, ranchers, stylists, artists, retailers, professionals, outfitters, restaurateurs, mechanics. It takes all of us to make the Sandhills prosper, and Sandhill State Bank is here to help. Open an account today at sandhillstate.com/open or visit one of our 10 locations across the Sandhills to start growing the Sandhills together. Sandhill State Bank, Member FDIC.
Can you feel it? The feeling of starting something new. The feeling of success. At Mid-Plains Community College, our instructors are ready and willing to support you on every step of your educational journey. Whether you're just starting out or changing careers, MPCC can help you transform your future. Learn more by visiting our website at mpcc.edu. That's mpcc.edu.
North Platte Post Sports.
Well, back here to the doghouse. North Platte currently trailing Lincoln Pius at the moment, 51-30, as that one's emphatically swatted away by Trayson Anderson. Bulldogs off to a pretty tough start to this third quarter, as Lincoln Pius has been starting to ramp up once again the offensive production. Our timeout, of course, brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. You can check out Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. His new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. Also, thank you to our sponsors for today's contest. Premier Toyota. Premier Toyota just south of I-80 in North Platte invites you to stop out and take a test drive here today. Premier Toyota, let's go places. Parker Kelly left wide open on the far side wing, will hit yet again another three. And with that 54-30, ball's on the floor. Jonason's able to glove it. And timeout called on the floor by head coach Jimmy Pack, as Jonason getting into a little bit of a scuffle towards the end of that with Trayson Anderson, it looked like, or Drew Drake. As now the officials talking it over. That was after the play. Things getting a little chippy now between the two teams, but 54-30 the lead, as Jimmy Pack was thinking about going to go talk to the officials, but will now head back to the bench. And they call a 30 timeout, as he was getting some help on that one. But again, the Bulldogs need to find some sort of momentum here offensively, as once again the threes just starting to pour in from side of Lincoln Pius. Back-to-back games now where the perimeter defense for North Platte High School has been lacking a little bit, but you can also say the reason for that is they're trying to double team the paint area to not let Trayson Anderson just walk all over them, and because of that, it's left guys like Kellen Hum, Parker Kelly, Alex Weber wide open to hit pretty uncontested threes, and North Platte has unfortunately been on the receiving end of a good shooting performance from a bench technical against Lincoln Pius. So Jesse Mock will go to the free throw line to shoot a tech. Interesting, of course I didn't catch the full replay. I'll have to look back at the end of the game to see what happened there, but a bench technical for Lincoln Pius now brings Jesse Mock to the free throw line. So far today, Mock 1 for 1. Make that 2 for 2 after nailing the first technical. He's got 20 points today. So again, head official talking with Lincoln Pius coach. Mock will attempt the second. Lincoln Pius coach Adam Brill, as he'll nail that second one. So Jesse Mock 3 for 3 from the free throw line. He's got 21 points, 21 of the 32 North Platte points going towards Jesse Mock, as again 54-32 the lead now, as Mock will inbound it. Finds Jackson Polk back in their own territory, as Ian Cowdy will now check in for the Bulldogs. Polk hands to O'Brien. O'Brien thought about the three. Gifford pumps. Now he'll pull up for three. Oh, it's short and rebounded by Drew Drake, his second rebound, and now up the court with it come the Thunderbolts. Now, pass, near side. Searcy with it. Down low it goes to Anderson, guarded by Gifford. Spinning, and they're going to call a foul on Lance Gifford, his third. Here with 4:37 left to go in the third. Once again, such a tough ask to stop Trayson Anderson when he gets the ball down low in the paint, as Kellen Hum will look to check in alongside Aiden Brass. So Mike Haith and probably Parker Kelly will check out. He'll miss that first free throw. So far, 1 for 3. As Cowdy will check in for Jonason, as Drake Drew as well as Adam Searcy will sub out for the Thunderbolts. Jonason having a talk with head coach Jimmy Pack about the technical, and Now out comes Trayson Anderson following the free throw. He's got 18 points now, and it's 55-32 the lead in favor of the Thunderbolts. Polk with it. Drives it on Haight. Needs help. Gets it to Mock at the right elbow. Mock drives in. Hop step and a beauty. The Jesse Mock special of driving into the paint. Hop stepping his way in for a bucket. He himself now has 23 points for the Bulldogs as, they get a nice pass down low to Aiden Brass. Answered back immediately on the other side. 57-34 the lead now for the Thunderbolts with 4:04 left to go in this third quarter. Cowdy to Gifford, the far side wing. He'll drive and kick it to Jesse Mock. He'll drive into the paint, kicking it out. O'Brien now drives on Brass. And stolen away there by Parker Kelly. Kelly on a one-on-one up the court with it. Slips. And it's going to be on the floor. Picked up by Landon O'Brien. They're going to say a jump ball that'll fall the way of North Platte High School. So with that, we'll have an inbounds. Actually a foul on Aiden Brass, correction. So that's the second team foul and second foul for Brass. And because of that, Bulldogs will have an inbound with 3:43 left to go in the third quarter, trailing 57-34. As Polk will now take it up the court, looking for some help in the passing lane. He'll drive, look to drive past Parker Kelly, and Kelly will get called for the foul. It's Parker Kelly's first foul and the third team foul for Lincoln Pius as Landon O'Brien now has it behind half court. He'll cross over, look for help, finds Gifford, far side perimeter. Now Polk with it to Mock here on the near side. Back on over to Gifford on the far side wing, guarded by Hum. Gifford lost the basketball, falls between his legs, and it's picked up by Aiden Brass. Will now throw it on up to Alex Weber. Weber into the lane, Euroing his way into a bucket. Weber's got 8 points. 59-34 is Eli Broman, and now Caden Jonason look to check back in for North Platte. Gifford with it. As Cowdy almost lost it, but is able to recollect it. And with 20 seconds, offense sets back up for North Platte. Polk into the lane. Now pivots back to Cowdy. Back to Mock. He's wide open for three. The money machine is still clicking. He's got 26 points. Another three for Jesse Mock is going coast to coast. No good from Parker Kelly. And now here comes Jackson Polk with it. Polk into the lane. Kicks it back to Mock. Mock will now think about driving, and a foul going to be called. That one's on Aiden Brass, his third, and a big substitution for Lincoln Pius on the way. Drew Drake, Trayson Anderson, Adam Searcy, as well as Cole Randall check in. Gifford and Ian Cowdy will check out for North Platte. So with 2:26 left to go in the third, 59-37 lead for the Bulldogs. Jonason drives it on Randall, going into the lane, blocked, and then picked up on the side by Trayson Anderson. Up to Searcy. Searcy back on over. Three on the way from Randall. High arcing, and it makes it in transition. Cole Randall with his transition three now gets it 62-37 the lead for Lincoln Pius. Far side O'Brien with it. Thought about driving, but backs out and finds Eli Broman. Broman. Jab steps and passes it to Caden Jonason, guarded by Cole Randall. Jonason hesitates into the lane, passes it back to Jesse Mock with 12 on the shot clock. Mock to Broman with 9 seconds. Cross courts into Polk. Polk spot up, three on the way. Short off the rim, but rebounded there by Jackson Polk, and the offense will reset up for North Platte. Broman, near side, kicking it to, that was O'Brien kicking it to Broman on the near side. O'Brien spot up three. Rims in and out, rebounded there for his 9th rebound to Trayson Anderson. Anderson, gets tipped away by Jonason, but he can't get it. The lob up to Anderson, he gets it, and will collect the easy bucket. He's got 20. And with that, it's now a 64-37 lead for Lincoln Pius. Mock, far side wing, guarded by Searcy. To drive, gets it to Broman at the free throw line. He'll fade and throw it up. Takes a bad bounce, and then there's the 10th rebound of today's game for Trayson Anderson. Now Drew Drake cross-courts it back to Cole Randall's high-arcing three. Rims in and out. Another rebound for Trayson Anderson. 22 points with 11 rebounds for the big man himself. With 41 seconds, it's a 66-37 lead for the Thunderbolts. Jonasson with it. Still step back. Cole Randall guarding him, looking to set the offense up. 20 on the shot clock, about an 8-second shot clock, game clock difference. Jonasson spots up for three. Rims in and out once again, and there's 12 rebounds for Anderson. Up the court, Drew Drake with it. He'll step back. Tipped, saved by Anderson, and he'll stuff it once again. 24 points for Trayson Anderson, and it's 68-37 the lead. As Cowdy alongside Carter Dishman. The shot no good. Look to check in Brady Handelborg and I think Tanner Horn for North Platte High School as we enter the fourth quarter now, a 68-37 lead for the side of Lincoln Pius. When we come back here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, of course, video live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
Drop the kids off. I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Find me, Brent Rogo, at 502 East Francis.
Are you in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln for your next vehicle. Look online 24/7 at BillSummers.com. Bill Summers is Western Nebraska's leasing headquarters, and they have aggressive financing to get you into the vehicle you've been dreaming of. Check out all the inventory at BillSummers.com anytime. Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln, where families are our business. Highway 83 and Walker Road in North Platte, and online 24/7 at BillSummers.com.
North Platte Post Sports.
Going back here to the start of fourth quarter action. North Platte High School trailing Lincoln Pius and the Thunderbolts 68-37. Of course, thank you to our timeout sponsor for today's game, Kevin McGann. Check out Kevin McGann, the Fortify Group, his new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. Alongside our other sponsors for today's game, we'll have ourselves CT Computer Services, your IT guy since 2005. So a pretty heavy reserve rotation in at the moment for North Platte High School. Tanner Horn with it in, as well as Brady Hanneborg and Carter Dishman. Also in for Lincoln Pius is Jude Bryant. And I believe that's it in terms of reserve is Tanner Horn with a great diving effort, football style, to collect the interception. And then Lance Gifford with a big bucket, his 6th point. 68-39 the lead now for North Platte High School, for Lincoln Pius. Aiden Brass kicking it back out. Drew Drake will kick it. A 3 on the way from Adam Searcy. He nails it again. Another 3, the second today for Searcy. And it's 71-39 here. As Gifford has it, he'll dish it on over to Horn on the near side wing. Horn down low, it goes to Brady Hanneborg. To Carter Dishman, he goes up for it, and the big man got Aiden Brash jumping, and there's Carter Dishman's first 2 points tonight. Great pump fake from Carter Dishman to get Aiden Brash jumping, and he went up and under to get it, though, on the other side. Cole Randall will pick up his 5th point. Actually, correction, that's Drew Drake. Picks up his first 2 points. Is on the far side, it's Gifford. Looking to check in some more reserves. Alex Weber alongside Cam Becker. Gifford with it, far side wing. Lost it and stolen away by Searcy. 3-on-2 fast break in favor of the Bulldogs defensively. 3 on the way, a deep 3. Oh, it just rattles in. From Drew Drake, he's got 5 points now. 76-41 with 6:14 left to go in the ballgame. Horn, near side wing, guarded by Randall. Back to Gifford as more substitutions look to come in for North Platte. The pass down low, stolen away by Searcy. A 2-on-1 fast break. The pass to Brass, and he'll get the easy layup. 8 points for Aiden Brass, and it's 78-41 now. As Gifford has it, drives into the lane. Gifford floats it and hits it. Lance Gifford, 8 total points. Now 78-43 the lead in favor of Lincoln Pius, and a timeout called by Lincoln Pius bench to get their subs in as well for North Platte High School. We'll step aside and take a break as well with 5:39 left to go in the fourth. A 78-43 lead for the Thunderbolts.
The DNN Event Center wishes everyone a great sports season. With North Platte and Nebraska weather, things change quickly and can make our lives a little more difficult. Thank goodness for the DNN. The DNN offers hourly rentals for all types of sports practices, including turf, courts, batting cages, and equipment usage. Call the DNN Event Center to schedule your team's practice times and for more league information for all sports seasons. For over 30 years in our community, for your next event, the DNN Event Center.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse. North Platte High School currently at the moment trailing Lincoln Pius 78-43 with 5:39 left to go here in the ballgame. Landon O'Brien, Ian Cowdy, as well as Carter Dishman, Jesse Mock, and I believe Eli Broman, that is Eli Broman, have checked in for North Platte High School as Lincoln Pius fully goes to their reserve rotation, it looks like, with checking in being Cam Becker alongside Parker Kelly, Alex Weber, Cole Randall, and then Jude Bryant for the Thunderbolts as the inbounds will get itself into Parker Kelly. Guarded by O'Brien. Kelly thought about driving, back steps, and goes into the lane again. Great defense from O'Brien, but a foul is going to be called on Landon O'Brien. That's his first foul today, and the first foul for the Bulldogs. Correction, second for O'Brien, but first team foul for North Platte High School here in this fourth quarter. Again, our timeout's brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. You can check out Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group at his new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. As well as our other sponsors for today's game, Sandhill State Bank. The most committed brand of banking with locations in North Platte, Ogallala, Grant, and many more. Head to sandhillstate.com for a full list of services and locations. Back-to-back free throws made there. Side of the Thunderbolts is with that. It's 80-43 now. Pass to O'Brien, far side corner. Down low to Dishman. Dishman backing down Jude Bryant. Back to Broman. Broman floats it from around 7 feet, about 9 feet out as Eli Broman picks up his first 2 points. Of course, we'd love to see Eli Broman get a couple more shots in here as there's a great steal from Carter Dishman. Gets into the passing lane, and that's a turnover for the Thunderbolts. Great hands from the big man himself. As O'Brien now has it on the near side wing, guarded by Becker. O'Brien almost falls out of bounds, was able to get it to Ian Cowdy. Mock, near side corner, with it. Thought about the three, but passed it to O'Brien. Bryant, guarded by Cole Randall. Now back to Mock, tipped up, stolen almost away by one. Alex Weber on the floor, fought for, last touched out of bounds by a North Platte player. I thought Alex Weber got a hand on it, but they'll say last touch by a Bulldog, and with 4:36 and at this point, 35-point lead. Here comes the Thunderbolts the other way as another substitution looks to be in. Isaac Johnson as Brady Hanneborg looks like, come in! Carter Dishman blocking Jude Bryant on the other side and then stolen away by Cole Randall in transition. Here comes the Thunderbolts as that layup will be secured by Alex Weber, his 10th point. Tanner Horn looks to sub in alongside Hanneborg, so out goes O'Brien as well as Mock. Mock into the lane, floats it up, and nails another beautiful shot. How about 28 points for Jesse Mock? And with 3:54, it's 82-47, the lead for the Thunderbolts. Deep three on the way, no good from Parker Kelly, but rebounded on the side by Alex Weber. A three, no good once again, that time from Becker. And another rebound, this time by Alex Weber again. And down low with it, Jude Bryant picks up his first 2 points, 84-47 the lead now in the fourth quarter. Bryant crosses over. And a timeout going to be called on the side, I believe, of North Platte High School. And with that, we'll step aside with 3:24 left to go. Bulldogs at the moment trailing 84-37 when we come back here, FM 98.1 and 1410 video live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
Glass is better known and has over 40 years of experience in glass replacement and installation. Whether you need a new window for your home, storefront, or vehicle, they have the expertise to get the job done. Larry's team of skilled professionals use the highest quality materials and techniques to ensure your satisfaction. Larry's takes pride in delivering outstanding service with affordable pricing and are on the Better Business Bureau Honor Roll. Trust Larry's Glass to take care of your glass needs, and you'll appreciate the difference that over 40 years of experience can make.
Ben is in a sticky situation.
I got so excited for my fresh-baked Runza cinnamon rolls that I forgot to grab a napkin.
Now you got cinnamon roll fingers, and they're so ooey.
And gooey. I can't grab a spoon to dig into my delicious homemade chili.
Maybe you should call for help?
Oh, I'll call my mom. Oh, I've ruined my phone.
Worth it, though. Come get Runza's homemade chili, fresh-baked cinnamon rolls, and a napkin. Today. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse. Currently, Bulldogs trail this one 84-47 with 3:13 left to go in the ball game. After that was tipped out of bounds off of a North Platte player. And with that, here comes Lincoln Pius the other way. Our timeout's brought to you in part by Kevin McGann of the Fortifying Group. You can check out Kevin McGann, the Fortifying Group, at his new location, 621 South Dewey, Sweet Beat. Alongside our other sponsors for today's game, that'll go to Dave's Place Pizza and Wings. You'll find out more. 1510 East 4th Street. As that's a strong rebound there by Brady Hanneborg. As Hanneborg now picks it up, and a foul will be called on Cam Becker. Great rebound great pickup from Brady Hanneborg. As Jude Bryant will now check in for Alex Weber, and it's again with 2:50 left to go in the ball game, an 84-47 lead for North Platte High School. Landon O'Brien now will take it up the court for the Bulldogs here as he'll drive into the paint area. Lost the basketball for a second. Will pass it to Tanner Horn. Horn, just a crossover. Oh, he lost control of the basketball. Fought for by Landon O'Brien, trying to keep it with the Bulldogs. No good as it's now picked up the other way with it. Coming Lincoln Pius with their reserve unit. 2:30 left to go. The shot's up. No good. I think that was Charlie Morrow who went up for the shot. He was fouled by Landon O'Brien. That's O'Brien's now third foul. Is now checking in for the first time here today for the Bulldogs, Sam Euling. We get some game action now with 2:27 left to go. Morrow's first free throw is no good as out goes Landon O'Brien. Also checking in for North Platte, Tommy Haggart. So Bulldogs in their full reserves here at the moment, trailing 84-47. As Morrow will not make that, so he's 0 for 2 as another strong rebound for Brady Hanneborg. Puts another offensive possession here for North Platte. Hanneborg pumps and will pass it down to Carter Dishman. Dishman backing down, rolling. He throws it up, looking for a foul. No good. Fought for and rebounded on the side of Esteban Gublas. A three on the way. Will be nailed from Cam Becker, his first three today. And with that, 40 points has been accrued, and now the running clock begins. Tipped up and saved there by Brady Hanneborg. It's now driving Hanneborg. Tries to kick it off of the backboard or the back of the basket, and now here comes Lincoln Pius the other way with it. The pass. Now driving in. The kick, near side drive in on the side of Johnson. His floater, no good as that's fought for and almost rebounded by Hanneborg as there's a foul going to be called. Isaac Johnson, his first. As now some more check-ins for North Platte High School will be coming in. We'll have Caleb Odell alongside Evan McCuskey. So out goes Horn alongside Brady Hanneborg, and here comes McCuskey and Odell. Haggart with it will pass it to Dishman in the far corner. Dishman needs some help. Running out of time, he'll dribble baseline. One dribble, and he'll pass it to Odell. Caleb Odell to Haggart. Haggart almost lost it, but McCuskey now has it near side corner. 56 seconds left to go here in this ball game. The drive in, no good. At the pass out now to Tommy Haggart. Haggart jukes through one defender. Odell to McCuskey, and just out of his reach. Now pass was a little bit affected by Easton Goebbels, and with that, and 37 seconds ticking down, this ball game will come to an end as North Platte once again going now a 2-game losing streak as the pass down to Bryant. The 3 from Isaac Johnson, way overshot. Odell fighting for the rebound, no good. But as the clock will continue to tick, tick, tick away, North Platte will fall even further below 500 at 2-5 now. Currently on a 2-game losing streak. As the pass out will hold the clock, and with that, this game will come to an end. North Platte will fall for a 2nd game in a row, this time to Lincoln, Pius, and the Thunderbolts. So both Bulldog squads going 0-2 today, and they fall in this one 87-47. It was just like again with the Kearney game. Again, I thought overall another good game for North Platte as a whole in terms of a stepping stone game, but you know, it's becoming now a reoccurring problem with this boys squad. And again, I don't know if it's, I would assume primarily right now when I say problem, I'm meaning more along the lines of defensively overextending to get a double team because of the height differential. And because of that overextension defensively, it is allowing teams to get a lot of open threes on this Bulldog squad. And, you know, unfortunately, the Bulldogs have yet to come across a team that has not been able to execute really well on those threes or make those shots at all. As unfortunately here for North Platte High School, they fall here in the 2nd game of this week. They fell to Kearney earlier this week, and they fall here to Lincoln Pius. Another strong Class A team that probably had one of the strongest or the toughest schedules to start the season. They fall in this one 87-47. Well, we'll step aside and we'll take a real quick break. When we come back, head coach, of course, Jimmy Pack will join us after he's done talking with the players, and we'll have more from our Quick Stop post-game show right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and of course, video live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
eComputer Services in North Platte is your one-stop computer shop, offering PC and Mac repair, in-shop, on-site, or remote services available for your home or business. They also offer PC sales and service of major brands like Lenovo and Dell, new and refurbished units in stock, and even custom-built PCs. Prices for every budget starting at less than $300. CT Computer Services at Phillip and Willow in North Platte, or call 534-3628. CT Computer Services, your IT guys.
Your health is nothing to fool with. That's why when supplies are important, you should trust no one but the best. Great Plains Home Care Equipment features full home care outfits. All of the items you or your loved one will need for rehabilitation, including oxygen and respiratory equipment, whether it's for staying at home or for moving around. Great Plains Home Care Equipment, 600 East Francis Street, Suite 6 in North Platte.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health. Quick Stop.
Start your day with gourmet coffee with Quick Stop's 100% Arabica house blend and Quick Stop's Seattle Buzz coffees. Quick Stop Rewards offering exclusive discounts and fuel rollbacks. Savings up to 15 cents per gallon with Sinclair Dino Pay using your debit or credit card. Quick Stop can refresh with Frazzle gourmet slushes and for real shakes and smoothies. Or customize your favorite fountain drink with flavor shots and everyday low prices on your favorite beers.
Always something right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Can you feel it? The feeling of starting something new. The feeling of success. At Mid-Plains Community College, our instructors are ready and willing to support you on every step of your educational journey. Whether you're just starting out or changing careers, MPCC can help you transform your future. Learn more by visiting our website at mpcc.edu. That's mpcc.edu.
I'm Jared Remus with Jerry Remus Chevrolet of North Platte. The Bulldogs play here on FM 98.1 and 1410 AM KOOQ AM North Platte. We've got the keys to your new car.
Hey, looking to start a new career? Larry's Glass in North Platte may just have the position for you as they have an opening for a glazer. What does this glass glazer do? Installs glass in commercial and residential areas, and you'll be installing windows, doors, showers, mirrors, and so much more dealing with glass. If you've been or had carpenter experience in the past, this position may be just the fit for you. And even if you haven't and you have a certain skill set, Larry's Glass will train. Stop into Larry's Glass on West 5th Street today to apply.
The North Platte Public Schools prepares all students to be productive, responsible citizens in a safe, caring, supporting learning environment with caring staff, engaging curriculum, clean facilities, and updated technology. You can rely on our schools giving your child the tools they need for a successful future. For more information, including enrollment and career opportunities, visit nppsd.org. North Platte Public Schools. Communicate, connect, commit.
Whether you're a weekend warrior, youth, or professional athlete, the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team has you covered. The team includes orthopedic surgeons, athletic trainers, and other healthcare specialists who spend their time at local high school and college sporting events, ensuring that athletes stay as injury-free as possible. In the event of an injury, the team remains committed to returning athletes to competition as quickly and safely as possible.
Contact the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team by calling 308-568-7456.
It's the Quick Stop post-game wrap-up. Quick Stop never closes, with 24 locations open 24 hours a day.
We're back here to the Doghouse. North Platte High School falls to Lincoln Pius on the boys' side, 87-47. Quick Stop post-game show, 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop always open right around the corner. Another game, another tough showing defensively. North Platte from a three-point line. And I think once again we can talk about in terms of the reasoning why, and it kind of just boils down to the deficit this team has in terms of its overall height. It's forcing North Platte to double team a lot more than I think head coach Jimmy Pack would like to, and because of that, he's really asking a lot for his health side defender to be able to recover in enough time to go and defend some of these threes when they try to pass it down to either Trayson Anderson or Aiden Bass down low in the paint. And because that allowed a lot of people like Kellen Hum, Adam Searcy, Parker Kelly, Alex Weber, Cole Randall just to be open at the three-point line to shoot galore. And, unfortunately, yet again, just like the Kearney game, that Lincoln Pius squad was just hitting everything and anything imaginable. And, at some point, North Platte's going to find a team when they come defensively and they have some struggles in terms of the help side defense where they're just not going to be able to hit it, that the other team's not going to be able to hit at an immense clip in terms of its overall shooting percentages. But so far, these last two games, when the Bulldogs have struggled to really find that help side defense, the other team has just had an absurd amount of success from the three-point line. And these two teams that North Platte has played, Kearney and Lincoln Pius, some of the better teams when it comes to Class A basketball from the three-point line. And really, every team nowadays is just becoming super, super good from the three-point line. It's so tough to, nowadays really find a team. Well, North Platte High School is unfortunately going to be one of those teams that struggles from the perimeter in terms of overall shooting, because that's just how the game of basketball is evolving to these three-point shooters. But so far, it's the Bulldogs trying to find a way to find, I'm going to say momentum. I think just a defensive stop, because the Bulldogs today, I thought, did a good job of once they got that bucket or setting up offensively for success. But unfortunately, they just couldn't find that one stop on the defensive side to then pile on another bucket. Normally it was you get a three, and then when you're running back, they got another three, so you got to run back and do it all again. So they're taking one step forward, one step back all the time to where they're not really being able to, build upon some momentum to maybe start to claw back into games because they are giving up so many things in the transition defense, or just once again leaving somebody open on the backside there for the Bulldogs. Well, we'll step aside and we'll take a real quick break once again here on this Quick Stop post-game show. We come back, we'll have some game stats, as well as head coach Jimmy Pack coming to talk with us right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and of course video live streaming. Actually, we're going to hold that thought as I was going to say that, but here comes head coach Jimmy Pack, so we'll have a sit-down conversation with him as he makes his way on up here to my little, let's say press box, but my seating arrangement right here. As for the second time today, we'll have a discussional talk with head coach Jimmy Pack as Coach joins us here. Coach, again, another tough night, but once again, another team that just shot the lights out from the three-point line, and that's now back-to-back games where it just seemed like the help side defense was just maybe a smidge too late on the rotation that has just allowed a free shooter to get open, and unfortunately, they made you pay this time about.
Yeah, we talked about that. 44 inside creates a lot of matchup problems, and so we're, trying to double him on certain occasions. And then, we knew about Hum, not to leave him. But some of their other shooters got hot, and it's like I think our rims like the other team more than they like us, because we had about a dozen that were halfway down and popped back out, and then but I guess it doesn't matter what the rim does if the ball doesn't even hit the rim. It's nothing but net. So hats off to them. They shot the nets off on us again, and kudos to them.
And that's kind of unfortunately just the way things are going to be going, running a zone defense to try to limit the presence that Trayson Anderson's going to have down low. Of course, he's going to get his points. There's really nothing you can do to stop. Even if you had the height, it's nothing you can do against somebody who's that talented. But, the team was just, like Kearney, able to execute on some really, really good off-ball rotations to find open looks. But, again, overall, I think in terms of trying to get some defensive rhythm, I thought communication was good. Just once again, a hair or two short on certain rotations that just allowed Lincoln Pius to find openings that they, again, just like Kearney, just made you pay for. And at one point, there's going to be a team that's not going to be able to hit as high as a percentage as they are.
And we talked all week about, we knew we were going to be in a fight, and we said we were going to be switching up defenses, going man, bouncing back. Hopefully we could catch them. And, in that first quarter, we got, I think out of 7 possessions, we got 4 stops. Unfortunately, they got 4 offensive rebounds on every one, when we were zoned. So then we switched back to 11. But, and our communication has to get better. We're out of a free throw situation. We got 2 guys in man and 3 guys in zone. This late in the season, we can't be having those things happen. And some of that was on that rotation stuff, too, that, and a good team like that's gonna exploit you if you're not communicating and you're not playing at a level 10. So.
And again, offensively, I thought some good looks and some buckets, of course, being hit. Jesse Mock, after fouling out last game against Kearney, comes out for a huge night, 28 points. Really kept you guys going in that first quarter. But I think the story of maybe how that game got away from you was just, you'd get the bucket, and then in transition, they'd score back. So instead of taking maybe a step forward, getting a stop, to taking another step by getting another bucket, you were just going back, 1 step forward, 1 step back, 1 step forward, 1 step back, to the point where, it just, unfortunately, you couldn't, as you said earlier, can't outscore some of the problems that were being faced.
We definitely had about a 3 to 4 minute stretch there in the second into the third quarter where we just couldn't get a bucket. And, I told them that's basketball. It's a game of runs, and they went on a run, and we got to have one too. But unfortunately, our second run didn't come. Jesse got us off to an unbelievable start. I've seen him do that for the last 3 years. He can get hot, and it's fun to watch. And as a team, we gotta celebrate that and embrace that, and keep giving Jesse looks, or getting Jesse or whoever it is that might be hot that night. And he went off in the first quarter, and he had some late too. So he had a really rough night the other night. We had a little player coach discussion about stuff, and he came back and he answered the call tonight. So we just, it's like those little things I was talking about pregame. We got to get to the point where we don't have a 4-minute dry run and our heads go down and everybody's looking around. I told them, you guys are fighters, and you got to learn how to fight through some adversity. You've been fighting through adversity all year, so don't let 4 minutes ruin what you've all worked for.
Yeah, and again, that's really with that 4-minute stretch that kind of put the icing on the cake, because there was that little run in the beginning of the game for Lincoln Pius that you guys just, thanks to Jesse Mock and some good passes to get him some open space, really dug your way back in. So the adversity is still there. It's trying to go through like what football says, all 4 quarters.
Right.
all four quarters right here just as well. But you'll get into another action, quick turnaround right into a game tomorrow. Of course, as every coach, with at least like 1 day off to go through tape and everything here.
Yeah.
So, what are you going to talk about tonight before everybody gets settled to go home, and then early tomorrow to get their heads back into a strong state as you will now travel on the road for tomorrow?
I'm sure I got it from my high school coach. I tell them, be mad about it now, be mad tonight, but when we wake up tomorrow, it's a new day. And take all that frustration, bottle it up, and let's go take it out on somebody else. But don't dwell on it and let it spill over into the next day. It was a really short post-game talk because we have another one to focus on. And I believe that. I think you can learn from what you can learn from, and then, like I said, go and utilize that in the next game. Don't let one problem turn into 2 problems.
Yep, and then forward, of course, we get into that tomorrow's game. Kind of take me through one thing that here in your early sit-down breakdown that you've had to digest, what you'd like to do better for tomorrow's game to maybe take that one step closer towards another victory?
Communication. We've got to communicate better as a team. Boxing out's kind of been our Achilles heel all year long, and then we have too many turnovers, and we've kind of said, and maybe I don't know if it's the right thing, but there's 5 guys on defense that all want the ball back, so we gotta protect the ball like that. But they're going to keep working hard, and we're going to keep pushing them, and eventually, like I said, we're going to catch somebody that doesn't expect us to come out. They're going to look at our record. They're going to look at how the games we've been losing, but we're not gonna blow up the system and reset or anything. I think the things we're doing good, and we're just gonna keep chipping away at those little mistakes that we have.
Perfect. Now, before I let you go, you talked about that box out. It's been a dilemma the last couple of weeks. Has that maybe just been a thing nowadays where they're I wouldn't say too afraid, but they're reluctant to box out because they know even if they do, they won't get the rebound? Or maybe is it just a communication, not knowing where certain people on the court are to box out for?
I feel like sometimes when you're working with high school kids, I think that they think that they can just jump up and get the ball. They kind of overestimate their
athletic abilities,
their vertical. But we've talked about our height situation, and I've made it a glaring issue that even more so we got to get low and box out. And there's been times I feel like we honestly are boxing out, and the team's just coming over from behind and getting it. And whether it should be called or not is not the point. We talked about in practice. You got to want the ball. You can't just expect it to fall into your hands. You got to have some want to and go get the thing. And I think when you see Jesse or you see Lance or even Jack, when they have some want to, they go get it. And hopefully we'll solve that puzzle and get her done.
Sweet. Coach Ken, thank you so much for stopping on by. Good luck tomorrow. I'll see you next week when you guys take on Lexington. We'll have more of our Ken Quick Stop post-game show when we come back here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, of course, video live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
PuroClean of North Platte delivers fast water, mold, and fire damage restoration services to the North Platte area. PuroClean knows how challenging those times can be to you and to your family. Their Nebraska-based experts have a winning, reliable combination of training and equipment partnerships. Local, fast service in the North Platte area. Their average on-site time is 60 minutes, and they'll coordinate with your local insurance provider. Give PuroClean a call now at 1-800-775-7876 and schedule a visit from a member of the team at PuroClean in North Platte.
Hoop season is here, and don't forget about those wrestlers. But where do we go to catch all the action? Dave's Place. Duh! Pizza, wings, cool drinks, and nightly dinner specials.
Made with fresh dough. Before, during, or after the game, stop by Dave's Place and bring the crew. Our family atmosphere can't be beat.
Dave's Place on East 4th Street in North Platte.
Dine in,
carry out, DoorDash,
or online at davesplacemp.com.
Whoop, whoop.
It's the Quick Stop post-game wrap-up. Quick Stop never closes, with 24 locations open 24 hours a day.
Well, back here to the Doghouse. North Platte High School falls in both games here today. For the boys' side, they fall, unfortunately, 87-47 to Lincoln Pius. They'll have a game tomorrow against Kearney Catholic. That'll, of course, be at the conclusion of the girls' game. That starts at 2 o'clock. Let's get into our Ameriprise Financial Money Player of the Game. Of course, it's going to go to Jesse Mock. What a great bounce-back performance. After fouling out against Kearney with a technical foul on his last foul, he comes out here 28 total points, red hot from the three-point line. I think only missing 2 total threes overall. He is our Ameriprise Financial Money Player of the Game. When Money Matters, talk to Marshall Doty, Mark Tillman, and Jacob White, financial advisors with CIO Wealth Strategies, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, in North Platte, Nebraska. Talk to them about all your professional financial service needs. Ameriprise Financial Services, member FDIC, and member SIPC and FINRA. So that'll do it for us here today. I'll see you all next week when North Platte High School takes on Lexington at home from the Doghouse. From Paxton Gordon here, North Platte falls in both their games. On the girls' side, North Platte High School girls basketball falls to Lincoln Pius 58-31, while the boys fall 87-47. I'll see you all next week for some more basketball action right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, of course, video live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com. See ya. You know it.